All right, boys and girls, welcome aboard. It's time for State of the Atmosphere. I figured it was time that we talked about some streaming shows. The fall stuff is dropping. There's a bunch of other stuff coming up. We're going to have a discussion about what we're watching and what we're not watching and why. Also, of course, we're going to have the Sweeney spot and the pop culture update. All of that and more tonight on State of the Atmosphere. All right, welcome aboard for Joe's Atmosphere. I'm your host, Joe's Atmosphere. I forgot. It's State of the Atmosphere is the name of the show. My God, I'm stumbling right out the gate. How are you guys doing? Yeah, right. I sound like my age, right? It's good to see you guys. Good to see all of you in the chat. We'll say hi to the chat in a second. First, I want to say hi to my guys, starting with Jed Revenwolf. He was the first one in today. What's going on, man? How are you?
Doing good, man.
Yeah. He's got some dental work coming up Friday. He's not looking.
Monday.
Yeah. Oh, is it Monday now?
Yeah,
okay,
Monday.
So say a prayer for him there.
Yeah,
Send out the good vibes, whatever your belief is.
Yeah,
get the good karma going his way.
I'm worried about that on Mondays.
Hey, man.
Just want to get it over with.
I'll tell you like I tell everybody that I work for.
Yeah.
You can control what you can control, and that's something you can't control.
No, I can't.
Let it go.
There is one good thing, and I'm going to say about. I told you this last night.
Yeah.
Later on, everybody's going to get to see my ugly face because I'm getting a camera.
Yes,
I'm getting a webcam, so I won't just have this thing up there no more.
So you just won't be the champ anymore.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Well, I'll still do it because some days I'm just like fucking.
Well, you need to do it up until November.
Yeah, I know. I know. Oh, like what Vince said, for U.S. dentists, you need some prayers. Yes, you do.
Okay, we're gonna get to the chat in a second, man. Okay, Knock was next in. What's going on, man? How you doing?
Not bad. Middle of the week, always good.
Middle of the week, always good. Yeah, I threatened to move the show one time, and he was like, "No, it's got to stay on Wednesday." John, how are you? You just getting home?
Good. Yeah, just getting home.
Yeah. All right. How's everybody at your place?
Oh, doing good.
Getting ready for the big day next year?
Yeah, next year. Yeah.
Well, all right. Let's check in with the chat. I think we all know who was here first. I think, what time did he check in, Jed? I think it was like noon today. Some shit.
Yeah.
Let's see. Well, my time, it was 12:11. Yeah. The guy is relentless. He has to make sure
Well,
He's
then
the
knock,
one.
you come up and show Tim his place then.
There you go.
There are some who call me Tim.
And when he checked in this morning, he says, let's see, God almighty, the chat is active. He says it's ape law at this point.
Yeah.
And my man Vince is in here working hard, as he's the hardest working wrench there is.
Yep.
Let's see. And he says, now we know the P in P. Diddy stands for prison. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
for
it
sure.
does.
Also,
change his name to P. Diddle now.
right, P. Diddle. Somebody's going to be diddling him. Also, Christian, our good friend from the Great White North, he says, bonjour, everybody.
Yeah.
Good French Canadian there.
Bonjour.
What's going on, Christian? Good to see you, man. By the way, go check out his ELO show from this weekend over on Rumble, man. I'm sure it was fantastic. He got together with some guys and did that one. And also, Parrot Head is here. He is here. Little Lance.
What's up?
That's nicer than what he usually says.
Does he? Yeah, that's the nicest thing he said in a long time.
For sure,
so.
man. For sure. But yeah, it's good to see you guys. And let's get on with what we're here to do today. Of course,
Harry Head did say something right there.
What'd he say? What'd he say?
He said, Jed, I seen your face. You showed it off. I showed it up in the first YouTube meetup that I went to. It's on the archivist page.
Yeah.
So people have.
Well, you put a bunch of pictures, dude. Last year when you went to that gaming thing,
it was all over my Twitter. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's not like people haven't.
If
seen
you don't know
face.
what he looks like, just go see his Twitter page. You'll see plenty of pictures of him. But anyway, and Vince said, "Have U.S. dentists?
No, they don't.
Ever heard of local anesthetics? Yeah, they use them.
No, they have them. It just costs more.
They cost a lot more. Yeah." But anyway, okay, boys and girls, let's get into it. You know how we start the show. We always start with the pop culture update.
Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go.
Yeah! And we start with the box office receipts as always. Looks like Beetlejuice is still killing it with 51 million. And Speak No Evil is number 2. This must be getting good word of mouth because horror movies don't usually sustain, but it's in double digits.
First week, it just opened.
Oh, did it just open?
Yeah, first
week.
I
that's opening numbers.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought
that's still good.
I thought that was out last week.
No, that was
this week.
Nope.
Well, I'm actually interested in this one because I love McAvoy. I love that guy.
That's one of the reasons why it's doing good because James McAvoy's in it.
Yeah,
he's a good actor.
Friggin' what was the one he did? M. Night Shyamalan Ding Dong movie, Split. He was fantastic in that movie. He's great at playing crazy people, man, and he's obviously crazy in this movie. So
it's Split. They did okay. So
and Glass too.
Unbreakable was the first one. Split was like the second, and then
Glass.
Glass.
Was the third.
Yeah, Glass was the third. Yes.
Yeah. But I got looks like Gary Berghoff.
What the fuck, man?
Listen to you, man. But anyway, that trilogy, it was, first of all, we didn't even know that Split was part of it until the final scene of it when we saw Bruce Willis. But I tell you, Glass was okay, but I didn't like the way it ended. I didn't like the way it ended at all. I really didn't. But yeah, it is what it is. But I still think that Unbreakable, it's my favorite M. Night Shyamalan.
Unbreakable is awesome.
Yeah, I love that flick. Okay, so Deadpool and Wolverine finally drops below double digits. It's at 5 million, and that's 2 months into the run.
Yeah,
2 months, and it's still not on
we
streaming. Take note, guys. Leave this shit in the theater for a while. People will go see it.
It's going to be okay. So I saw the other day that they said they're going to leave it in the theater in October, and it's coming out.
Oh, okay.
So they're going to get the October money.
Number 4 is Am I Racist? And that's a question.
Which is a shock. Look how many theaters it's in.
Yeah, it's in like half the theaters that some of these movies are in, and it's making a bunch of money. From what I hear, it's funny as hell. But it's not supposed to be. It's supposed to be teaching you a lesson, really. But
I can do both.
yeah, you can do both. Yeah. And Reagan is still number 5, but it's not making near what they thought that
No,
movie
not
would
what
make in
they
the
thought.
third week. So that's it for the box office numbers. The movie that I'm waiting to see is the Francis Ford Coppola movie, Megalopolis.
Yes.
That's the one
I want to see
That's the
that.
next one I'm
It's
paying
funny
to go
because I've been
see.
hearing that one's gonna bomb like shit.
That's they said that about a lot of his movies before they came out too.
Oh, dude, the Dracula movie, they said that was going to bomb.
There was horror stories about that one when it was coming out, when Apocalypse Now was being made. I mean, it went so far over budget that people said that he's lost his mind. He's become the character in his movie, but they turned out to be great movies.
A
man.
lot
They
of
really
his
did.
movies they said would bomb and went on to make really good money.
Yeah,
I heard.
Yeah,
worse
like the
than,
Perry head.
I heard worse than Borderlands. Bad.
Yeah.
Really worse than Borderlands. Oh my
No,
god!
you can't get worse than Borderlands.
First time I knowingly saw McAvoy was in Children of Dune. Was he in that?
Mm-hmm.
That's the sci-fi miniseries, right?
Yeah, it's the second one.
It was.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. I think the first thing I ever saw McAvoy in was Wanted. I think that's the first thing I ever saw him in, and I dug him in Wanted. Wanted is one of my favorite movies. Like I said, if you check me out on Xbox, Wesley is my friggin' icon on there. He played Leto II. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Cool. I don't know the story behind that one, but there's just not much out there that I want to go see right now. It's just, I could do. Yeah, I could wait till it came on TV. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But Megalopolis, I've when he was making movies, I wasn't old enough to go see him in the theater, except for like Dracula. I think that was the first one that I was old enough to go see when it had its original run, and loved it, man. Thought it was great.
It was awesome.
But yeah. Okay, so let's see what we got in the pop culture update here. Yeah. He's all over the news. Diddy denied bail. Sean Combs to remain in custody until trial on sex trafficking, racketeering, and other charges. Faces up to life in prison if convicted. And also Sean Diddy Combs docuseries in the works for ID following sex trafficking and racketeering charges. They didn't wait long to jump on this Diddy thing. Now, did they?
Dude, isn't ID the one in the snuff networks where they do all that murder porn?
Yeah, ID is the one that has Snapped and a bunch of other
they
stuff.
the South Park made an episode about them.
Yeah. It's a good show if you're into that kind of thing. If you're into true crime stuff, ID's it's Discovery. It's investigative discovery is why it's called ID. And I tell you that there's a show called Murder Chose Me that actually it's a docu-series that's narrated by the actual detective, and he's a detective. It's stories from right across the river from me. It's in Shreveport, Louisiana. I can't remember the detective's name, but he solved every crime he ever investigated and got a confession in every one of them. And I think it's in its third season now. Rod Demery, that's his name. And this guy, his mother was murdered right in front of him when he was a kid, and it inspired him to find these people that do that stuff. And that's why he became a cop. And it's a great series.
Sawyer from Lost?
Tom Sawyer from Lost. What? Lost.
Yeah, that's Sawyer from Lost. It's the same storyline.
Is it really?
Mom gets killed by a drifter and he becomes a cop. Yeah.
Really? Wow. Well, now this is a real guy. Rod Demery worked for the Shreveport Police Department for years. Yeah. Yeah. Oh God, it's Batman. Yeah, exactly. That's a common backstory for a lot of these guys, you know. But yeah, I thought it was funny that they actually jumped on this already. And you should see some of the articles, guys. Some of these friggin' articles they're putting out. Like I had several other ones I could have put up here, but the headlines were kind of dumb, man. They were like, he's being put in this god awful jail in New York and notoriously bad jail and all this stuff. I'm like, are you guys like, you know, there's a lot of other guys going to that jail. Why all of a sudden you shine a light on it when P. Diddy goes in there, you know? I totally
that's
understand
the same jail where certain other gentlemen had similar charges.
Yeah.
And then he went suddenly disappeared and stuff.
And the cameras stopped working one night and all that good stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like a Blockbuster in the 90s, the camera stopped so we could rob the store, you know. So.
Yeah. Vince says, but the 100% conviction rate sounds sus, especially when they confess. Hey man, go watch the show. You'll see how he did it, man. He's one of those. There's certain guys that are just bird dogs. They know what's up when they take a look at a scene and start investigating things. They can. He's like a human lie detector, man. Basically, is what he is. You know, he can tell if somebody's lying or not. But yeah, you have to check it out, man. It's pretty cool. Okay, next up, because I'm not going to stay on Diddy. The diddler can do whatever he wants to.
Diddler.
Well, not anymore, but yeah.
Right, not anymore. Brothers Josh Brolin and Peter Dinklage hit the road in pursuit of once in a lifetime score in Amazon MGM's first trailer for this action comedy. I hadn't heard anything about this. Have you guys heard anything about this at all?
Mm-mm.
First time I've heard about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
First time I heard about it too.
Really? Huh. Well, if you guys want to watch the trailer, we can. I'm not that interested in it though, because I don't know. This guy right here, the short guy, has lost some of his luster to me. I don't know. He seems kind of weird. Let's see. Looks like Twins remake. Yeah, but these guys are criminals. That's another reason why I'm not that interested in it. These
so
guys
it's Thanos, Cable, and
well, he's a dwarf in the MCU.
Yeah, I know.
He's actually bigger than Thanos, right?
Yeah.
So, but anyway, I just figured I'll let you guys know that was coming out on Netflix. Let's see what's next.
Netflix or Amazon?
Oh, Amazon.
Oh, it's Amazon. I'm sorry, it was on Prime. Yeah. Mr. Beast and Amazon hit with sexual harassment, wages, and Nevada tax credit scamming class action suit by game show contestants.
This just
none of the news about this dude
worse
is
and worse.
Good these days. It's like nobody. How could nobody know what was going on this show? You know, when he was doing it all this time.
Especially somebody brought up because I was watching on Twitch last night. Somebody was doing some stuff talking about this.
Yeah.
Why didn't these people leave?
Yeah.
If they were doing this, in I think it was.
Why all of a sudden are we hearing about it now?
Zach brought this up on his stream last night.
Yeah.
Dude, he's like, why didn't they leave?
When you're successful, they start shooting at you, right?
Yeah.
I mean, and he gets. I'm not defending the guy. I just think it's weird the timing of it when he finally gets this show and everything. Yeah. But now Amazon is being hit with it too.
Yeah, because I was,
it's not just him; it's Amazon, the producers of it. So
this is where
that raises eyebrows right there. It really does.
And who does Amazon own? Twitch.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, I didn't know if you guys had seen this or not.
Yeah, I saw
this one today, and
Asmon Gold's been talking about this. A bunch of other people's been talking about this.
Yeah, I don't know his content, so he does game shows and gives away money or something.
Dude, he
does like he's a YouTuber. I've seen a couple of his games. They're fun to watch.
Yeah,
they're fun.
One of them is he had like a. One person of every age, up to like 100, whatever.
Oh, really? Wow!
And he put them all in one little single room, I don't know, glass walls, and they had like enough room for like a bed, and like that's about it. And he's like, "How long can you stay in that room?" And he had one person from each age, so one to 100 or whatever it was, like 5 to 100.
Wow.
And basically just they would do games. They would do, if you got out, I'd give you 5,000 right now if you just stepped out right now, and do all kinds of things to try to get them to come out of that room, and that was it. And then whoever was the last person, and it was pretty funny. The last two that made it, he did like one of those, do you trust that person kind of thing. So one of the people looked into the briefcase, and he made a line. He said, Is the money in there? And the guy said yes. And so they told the girl, the woman, do you believe him? And she said no. And it turned out he told the truth.
Yeah.
And so he got the money. So
wow.
There's intrigue like that, right?
But
Games and stuff, and
yeah.
So they played hide and seek in this race car track, and they had like 24 hours. And Mr. Beast and his group chased them around the whole freaking racetrack. So
wow.
There is entertainment there.
Here's the thing, Knock, you've seen his stuff. Do you think these people did not know what was going on?
Oh, they know what's going on. It came out that people knew.
Yeah.
And the only reason why those people, I'll say the same thing as some of the other people say, the only reason why those people didn't leave is because they knew they'd get some fat money off of him because he's in such deep shit right now, so they can go sue his ass.
When it comes to something like that, I kind of want to give Mr. Beast himself the benefit of the doubt.
No.
Because I feel like the underlings are capable of doing that.
I know, but
right?
it's already
But he
came
himself,
out that
I don't think he would have
lied
sanctioned
a lot.
any of that.
Yeah.
But that's just me. I don't know the guy personally. I feel like
I've watched a lot of Mr. Beast content, and then back in the day from other things, and then I always go, hey, that looks AI. That looks like CGI. And it came out, and I was like, it came out that they're adding a lot of CGI, AI, and all this other stuff in here. And then
I don't know what that has to do with what we're talking about.
Well, I'm bringing up a point here. And then a lot of the things were already... Okay, so... You know how a game goes, that game show scandal back in the 50s, Joe, where they already knew the results from the game show?
Yes.
Okay, that's the same thing that Mr. Beast has been doing. Mm-hmm. Okay, the result was already...
Allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly, but there's a lot of proof out there that says he's been doing this shit.
I mean, even if that's true, it's his fucking money. He can do whatever he wants with it.
Yeah, but don't lie to your fans.
It's not like... It's not like this guy is, it's not like he has to be credible. He's on YouTube. I mean, he's just doing stuff for entertainment purposes.
The next thing
he gets bashed for like getting shoes for kids overseas. Like no matter what he does, he gets trashed for anything.
Well, the next thing I'm waiting for is for him to get caught in some kid scandal, like all the other YouTubers get caught.
Well, I guess it was his trans underling that got in trouble.
Yeah, but he wasn't a kid. Yeah. So he was just...
That's what I'm saying. Anyway. Like I'm more curious about if the underlings did some shady shit, which I can totally see doing.
Yeah,
because you can't supervise everything they do.
A lot of this sounds like it's jealousy, But hey, man, what raised my eyebrows on this one though is that Amazon is they're filing suit against Amazon as well. So, that right there tells me there's something to this.
Said, they knew. He meant to put they knew. They referred to that guy as Delaware in private, so they knew his background.
Yeah, well, we'll see what comes out of it. It sounds like he's going to be in court for many.
Dude,
and what's funny is this is all leading up to the. He's got. They're still producing the show. It's not ready to come out yet.
And there was other people that came up with another idea, another thought on this. Maybe this is a way for them to promote it or some shit. Because
could be.
You've seen other places they get into scandal and they get better ratings,
right? But but what I was going to say was I've never seen his stuff. I've heard of him, but I've never watched his stuff.
Yeah,
and this may be a way to get it out there for sure. Okay, so
Joe, just real quick, put a little bit of it in perspective for you.
Yeah,
there was a rumor that Mr. Beast was going to go to a grocery store and pay for all the groceries.
Yeah, I
And
heard
just that
about
rumor,
that.
just that rumor had people
That was
going
last
there.
year, wasn't it?
It was, yeah, it was so fucked up that people did that and like were
Well-
expecting him to pay for his shit.
Yeah.
He never, put anything out. It was I don't even know how it started, but yeah, people went in droves to get a free cart, and
Yeah.
then they just left that shit, man. They left it. All that food went bad because they left the carts, and
Well,
when they
the
found out he
reason
wasn't gonna
why
be there.
that a lot of that got started in the first place, not is because he actually does go out in public and randomly buys tons of
Oh, he
shit.
does. He randomly just gives
This
out
Yeah.
stuff
had
like
nothing
that.
to
But
do with him. I remember this story, Jed, and
Yeah.
it had nothing to do with him.
Okay,
It
but
didn't.
the reason why people believed it is because he's done it
Right.
before.
I understand
though.
why people believed it. Yes. That's the entire thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, we'll have to keep an eye on that story and see what's happening. This one right here, this is what the actors strike was over right here, guys.
Which one?
Check this one out right here. Lionsgate inks deal with AI firm to mine its massive film and TV library.
I did see this earlier.
The deal will see Runway Train, a new AI model in Lionsgate's film and TV library, as the entertainment company uses the tech to develop cutting-edge, capital-efficient content creation opportunities. Basically, they're going to make AI movies
No.
and fucking TV
That's
shows.
that Black Mirror episode, right? On that was already on Netflix that they
Mhm.
made all their TV shows out of AI, and you
Yeah.
didn't know what was real.
Well,
Yeah.
this is what a lot of people, and this is what the strike was all about. If you remember, a lot of places like Disney's one of them, when these people sign contracts with them, all of a sudden they're asking them to give up their image and likeness,
Yeah,
and some of them said no, we're not doing that, and that's
they do that.
it's one of the major reasons why the actor strike started to begin with. Let's see. Vince says, I'm with Joe. Only saw him when he did stuff with PewDiePie. Yeah, I've watched PewDiePie a bunch of times, and I've never watched this guy. I know he's huge, and I know he like the thing I heard about him was that he basically cracked the algorithm for YouTube and
Yeah.
got followers in no time flat out of nowhere. So that's always been interesting to me. I'd like to know how he did that, but he's never going to give up that secret. I mean, then everybody'd be getting a piece of his action, right? Later all, got to go to work. Okay, Parrot Head, you be good, man. Thanks for stopping by. Good to see you,
Have
brother.
a good one.
Anyway, this is exactly what a lot of people, and one of our good friends, Martin Acosta Santana, that doesn't like AI for this very reason. He does not want to see it flourish because of this very thing. And I think it's pretty amazing that they're even putting this out in public, that they're planning on doing this. But hey, we'll see what happens with it. Lucasfilm and Disney,
Well,
exactly.
when you're tone deaf, it's kind
So, Joe, I got something for
you can
you
ignore
here.
it all.
Right? Tone deaf. Good lord.
Yeah.
It's
Here,
just what is it, Jed? What
I
is
got
it?
something for you right here.
Do you now? What
Yeah.
you got there? What am I
So
putting
this
on the
was a
screen?
Black Mirror episode.
Okay.
The Joan was awful. Okay.
Mhm. Yeah.
And it had two, like you said, when they go in and sign their contracts, they sign away their likeness and stuff.
Mhm.
And it had a bunch of really big stars in it. So she was relaxing one night and all of a sudden sat down and saw her face on TV and she went ballistic.
Yeah.
And they started doing all this AI, and then you found out it was nuts.
Joan is awful. Black
Yeah.
Mirror. What season of Black Mirror was it?
Let me see. It was season 7, I think.
Season 7? Okay.
Yeah, because it was the most. It was just messed up.
Mm-hmm. Well, hey man, a lot of people have been worried about that shit. So
yeah. Look right here. About a woman who discovers a TV addiction has been created by streaming program.
Man. We got it
using AI.
Yeah, we told people where they can look at it. Yep.
Yeah.
Let's see. Or are they planning on just use AI as writers? I don't know. I mean, it could be anything, man.
Yeah.
But let's see, Running Man did it first. Yeah, no doubt, right? Using AI to make Arnold look like he was killing kids. That was more editing, really.
Yes.
But anyway, yeah, I just thought that was interesting. That this is something that a lot of people have been worried about, and now they're putting it right out in the Hollywood Reporter that they're planning on doing it. We're gonna have to keep an eye on that one too. Let's see what we got here. Oh yeah, this one. I know who this guy is because I'm the son of a DJ, but you guys may not. J.D. Souther, a famed songwriter, Eagles and Linda Ronstadt collaborator, dies at 78.
Damn, dude.
He also wrote stuff for James Taylor too.
Yeah.
A lot of good songs. The Eagles songs he worked on were "Best of My Love," "Victim of Love," "Heartache Tonight," and "New Kid in Town." That half of those songs are off their last album, the Black Album.
Hey, Low
And
Spec.
Low Spec is here.
What's
going
up,
on,
brother?
man? And Kay is here as well. What's going on? Good to see you. But yeah, great songwriter, man. He did a bunch of stuff.
I actually got to meet him one time because my mom went to high school with Linda Ronstadt.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
Because I'm a huge Linda Ronstadt.
Yeah, and that's how I got to meet him. He came over to Linda's place one time, and I was with my mom.
Yeah.
And because she went to it, and she knew her throughout the years up until when I was born, to when I was like a little guy. And Linda had him come over one time when my mom was there, because I was there. She dragged me everywhere. Everybody knows the story. So I got to meet him.
Yeah.
Like for like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
So
cool. Let's see. Got a stream coming up. Do you? Low Spec.
nice, bro.
Nice, bro. Very cool.
Sweet.
Vince says, I know the Eagles and Linda Ronstadt, but his name doesn't ring a bell. Yeah, he was a songwriter. He wasn't a performer. This guy wrote music, and he did a couple of songs for Linda Ronstadt as well, and James Taylor, who was really good. It's older music, guys. You probably me and Brian and Jed know the stuff.
Yeah,
John does too. But you know, I really appreciate his work because those were all hits, by the way. All those Eagles songs I just named, they were huge hits on the radio back in the day. But yeah, man, it's you know, he's 78. You know, the older I get, the more of these people that I was just amazed by when I was younger are falling away. And still Clint Eastwood keeps rolling right along, right?
Yeah.
He keeps rolling along in his 90s. Good Lord, man. But anyway, I just didn't know if you guys knew who he was. I thought you might get a kick out of that one. I know Brian, when he watches this, he'll be like, ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
He knew about it for sure. Okay.
That's
this is more of a drive-by mention. What
I got something after this topic. I got something.
Okay.
Nothing,
gotcha, bro.
nothing big.
Gotcha.
And I don't even have to post it.
All right. These are the 2024 Emmy winners. Shogun, Baby Reindeer, Hacks, and The Bear took home the top prizes in the 76th Primetime Emmy Awards. This is more of a drive-by mention because I don't even watch this show.
I didn't even watch it either.
I never have watched this show.
Shogun is pretty awesome. That is
I need to finish
both
it.
Both those actor and actress still both deserved it. Great show.
Mm-hmm. And The Bear got dethroned by Hacks this year as the best show. So that's pretty interesting. Shogun, I'm looking forward to finishing. I've got to do it on my own though because my wife just wasn't into it. She really wasn't into it. So I'm gonna have to watch that one on my own. What's that?
They snubbed Fallout completely.
Did they?
Yeah, they did.
Was it nominated?
No,
not at all. Oh,
no.
Wow. Mm.
It got totally completely
I have no
screwed.
idea what Hacks or Baby Reindeer even. I know The Bear.
Yeah.
That's a big one on Hulu. But
the first proper song I learned to play on the piano was Linda collab with James Ingram. Really? Yeah.
That's
there you go, man.
Too.
Good stuff.
Yeah,
good stuff.
Good
but anyway, did any of you guys even pay attention to this? Because I never have.
No,
really
me and Kay were like watching an '80s movie or something the other night when this was on.
I didn't even know it was going on until after the fact. But then
I
when I
think
saw
we
the
were
Shogun
watching-
guys won, I was happy about that.
I think we were watching Cannonball 2 when this was on the other night. Yeah, because she never got to see the Cannonball. I showed her the Cannonball movie.
But you know what? You know what? If they had somebody like Ricky Gervais,
Yeah.
hosting it, we'd tune in 2 seconds.
Yeah.
You know, just to see the friggin' fireworks. That would be awesome. But anyway, yeah, I've never watched the Emmys. There's so many different categories and stuff. I like the Academy Awards. That's my favorite one. But it's been shit for the last few years too. It's starting to come around, but every time we turn around, they do more of this stupid crap.
You know, if they just want to be so political and woke and just go back to what made it great, people would watch. You know,
yeah. If they get back to celebrating film, which is what they used to do, you know. But yeah, let's see. Vince says, show her the Richard Chamberlain version. He was a heartthrob. Yeah, no doubt. Talking about Shogun. Yeah. But I agree with Knock on that Shogun. I want to see the end of it. I hear it's good. I've watched the first couple of episodes of it and enjoyed the shit out of it. I really did. But Foxy wasn't as into it as I was. So I've got to watch it on my own. Ricky's Golden Globes moment were great. Yes, it was. That's what I'm saying. If they get some good comedians, look, the last time the Academy Awards were really good, Billy Crystal was doing it. He did it every other year, and it was awesome when he did it. He did a great job at it.
Yeah, he did.
And I got to tell you, this year it had some good moments because they didn't let Jimmy Kimmel write the damn thing. You know, like, for instance, when they had Arnold Schwarzenegger and Danny DeVito, the twins, up there, and they called out Batman, you know, Michael Keaton in the crowd. That was the best moment of the whole damn show this year. I don't know if you guys ever saw the video clip of it, but it was great because they were saying how they're both villains to Batman, right? And they zoomed in on friggin' Michael Keaton. He just glared at him like, "Yeah, I got your number, man."
Nah, for me, it was the Ryan Gosling.
The Ryan Gosling was good too. Yeah, it was.
That was my most memorable.
That was pretty funny too. Yeah, but doesn't make me watch the whole thing. I'll just watch a compilation of his bits. Yeah, for sure. Bon appetit. Saying to K there. Okay, let's see. What else we got here? Yeah, look, these guys are trying to... Oh, go ahead, Knock. I'm sorry. You had something.
No, I just wanted to mention, I didn't want to interrupt when you started the Emmys, but I thought it was worth mentioning that Inside Out 2 comes to Disney Plus on September 25th.
Yeah, gonna have to check that out.
It made $1 billion, so...
Yes, it did. It made a whole bunch of money.
Yeah,
it made all the money.
So I plan on watching I haven't even watched the first one yet. So I feel like
I'm gonna have to watch the first one myself because I've never seen it. Yeah,
it makes that much money. You know, I got to give it a try, at least for pop culture. You know.
By all accounts, it was a good movie. You know, even a blind girl,
you know,
it's a nut every once in a while. You know.
And you know what's funny is that I don't know if this is true. This is one of those talking points that people like to do. But apparently they went back and made it less gay.
Well, we can always deal with less gay, you know?
Because apparently they intentionally went, like, there's some scenes with another girl who's her friend at the high school, and they like made the lighting lighter, like, or more brighter and stuff like they intentionally went out of their way to make certain scenes look less intimate on purpose. I don't know if that's true or not. It's one of those things where people talked about it and mentioned it. And, it's a rumor out there, but if that's true, that's kind of funny.
Well, we'll have to watch it and see. I'm definitely going to watch it. I don't watch animated stuff, but if it's animated and makes $1 billion plus, yeah, I might need to check that movie out. You know what I mean? I watched the first couple of Toy Stories because they were really popular.
Oh, they were.
Those are all
once
good.
You got
Once
you got to the
and Shrek's another franchise that I watched quite a bit.
Shrek's different. Shrek is an adult.
It is. It's an adult show that's animated. Yeah.
It's more meant for a more mature audience because there's a lot of references in that kids go way over kids' heads.
Vince, you're right. Where does that put Disney in the win-loss scale of profits? They're still down, bro.
Oh, they're still in the hole.
Between that and Deadpool, it's over $3 billion, so that doesn't hurt.
Right, that doesn't hurt.
Deadpool's the only movie besides the Spider-Man movie that made the money.
Yeah, dude, they've spent a lot of money on fucking Marvels and a few other ones that did not perform.
It bombed hard.
But speaking of franchises, these companies will do anything for a franchise. Case in point, they're going to hire John Cena to star in a Matchbox movie based on the Mattel toy line.
So you're gonna hire Captain China himself, huh?
Yes, I guess so.
That's where the cars are made. So
The Extraction filmmaker Sam Hargrave is on board to direct a live-action feature, which has landed at Apple. Apple's trying to get a piece of the toy franchises, I guess.
I mean, the budget's going to be good. The production's going to be good.
because Apple has money to
Apple
burn.
To me, Apple is like, okay, I think at least money's going to be there.
If this would have came out in the 80s to late 80s, this would have made bank.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't think
know.
it's
Do
going to make
kids
money
still
now.
play with Matchboxes?
Yeah.
I have not. I mean,
the cheaper Hot Wheels. So
this is the deal. I've bought my grandkids Legos. It's Legos. That's what they.
And there was also that thing. If you were too poor to get Hot Wheels, you got Matchboxes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
just like if you were too poor to get Transformers, you got GoBots when you were little. Like
instead of Pokemon, you got Digimon.
Yeah.
There's a knockoff of everything, isn't there? Vince says if a toy in Toy Story died, Andy would never know, and he'll still be playing with it. Yeah, absolutely. Matchbox. My first thought was the movie Battleship.
Oh God, that was awful.
Well, was it awful though?
It was
a lot better.
I never finished
I
it.
dig it, man. I dig that movie. I'm sorry. It's a kaiju movie, if you ask me, man.
There was something like what John said. That one good part. That one little saving grace in it. Like,
dude, I rooted for the guy with no legs. I thought it was cool. I dug Battleship. I mean, I thought it was a different take. I mean, it's supposed to be a board game, and they made it look like it was a war between different factions. Aliens coming to take us over. I thought that was cool as shit because you never think of that when you're playing Battleship.
You don't.
The other guy's battleships. Thought it was neat. Let's see. Based on a game without a story.
So
yes, exactly.
I will say this: it's better than the movies that are today. I'll give it that. Okay.
Soul Assassin says, call it what it is. A Fast and Furious clone.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's going to be more. I think it's going to, Jed, hang on. I think it's going to be more like Cars. I just, you know what I'm saying? It's going to be a live action version of Cars, if you ask me. I don't know. Because are these things going to, I don't understand how they're going to do this. Are the cars going to talk? Are they all going to be like Kit? They're going to have a voice, and not have an animated mouth or eyes or anything. I mean, I don't understand. I don't know what. Maybe it's competing auto collectors. Maybe that's what it is. Because that's what you do. You collect Matchbox cars, right?
Yeah. What if it's like the what is that chess? That one lady that's the chess player. They do it as like a drama,
right?
But it's like car collecting.
Yeah, car collecting.
They'll do the Toy Story thing.
Right? Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm saying it'd be like Cars. If they're going to give them personalities and stuff, it's going to be like Transformers or Cars, So, I don't know. We'll see what happens, but that just seemed goofy to me when I saw it, man. That's crazy, dude. But anyway, okay. Well,
okay. Speaking of John Cena, I got something for you right here.
Okay.
Okay, so Jay brought this up earlier, and I wanted to.
Jay? Who's Jay?
Yeah. Drunk 3PO.
Oh.
I call him Jay sometimes.
Oh, okay. Not on this show. Obviously, something you watch that we don't know anything about.
That John Cena follows him, but John Cena follows like a billion.
John Cena follows everybody.
Yeah. No. Watch here. Here we go. Right here.
Okay.
Okay.
Waiting with bated breath, sir.
So he's like, still not followed by John Cena. And then you have all of us saying shit down here.
Poor Jay.
That's the big joke on X. He follows everybody. I didn't do spins. He just randomly followed me. And then there's Studding Craig. Yeah. And then there's Krieger. And then there's everybody else. They're like,
he doesn't follow me.
Yeah, he doesn't follow me either.
Yeah.
But then again,
weird.
I've never reached out to him. So,
So.
But yeah, that is a running joke with him. He
Yeah.
follows everybody. If you freak out because John Cena follows you, don't. He
Yeah,
follows
it's
everybody.
nothing. It's nothing to freak out
see.
about, man. He follows everybody.
Soul Assassin says, "Gone in 60 seconds," just with John Cena.
Now, here's
The
a good one. If Ryan Reynolds or Hugh Jackman follow you, freak out. Like
Yeah, John Cena, come on. The most important question is, will they have cars with flashers in it? Oh my god. Oh my god. Too much. Well, I think, boys and girls, we're at the pretty close to the midpoint of the show, and it's time to it's time for us to indulge, as Mouse says.
Pay no attention to these hypocrites, Neo. To deny our own impulses is to deny the very thing that makes us human.
Because it's time for the Sweeney Spot, boys and girls.
How do you want me to handle the Sydney issue?
The Sydney issue?
Well, we should have a consensus on how the White House is going to handle it.
Well, I certainly hope the Sydney issue refers in some way to a problem that we're having with Australia, because if it's anything other than that,
Mr. President, Ms.
Sweeney,
see you.
Have her come in, please. I am finished here.
Yes, sir.
There is no Sydney issue.
Time to check out our girl for this week. As if we didn't have enough reasons to like this chick, Sydney Sweeney's new Hummer, a nod to Arnold Schwarzenegger. She affectionately nicknamed it Arnold in an ode to the action hero. Yeah.
At least she got a real Humvee instead of that EV thing that they
Right, that crazy ass looking thing she had. Yeah, check that thing out. Is that crazy? She's got a Hummer. I never have liked Hummers. Of course, when I was in the military, we still had Jeeps. That's how old I am. Yeah, we still had Jeeps to drive around, and you know, those always seem too big to me. I really want to get a Jeep from when I was in. So, let's see. Sydney issue. Is that code for Jed needing a towel? Yeah, right.
Well, I like the H3s because they're the smaller ones, the smaller Hummers.
Yeah, for driving around town. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can drive those. And it's not
I just this week put 2 of Sydney's movies on my watch list on Tubi. Really? Very cool. Which ones? Let us know in the chat there, Vince. Which ones did you put on? Hummer, laugh out loud. What we talking about here? Yeah, that's what I thought when I first saw the friggin' when I saw the headline. I was like, oh my God, that's crazy. What a gal. That's right. That's right. Jeeps can take a beating and keep going. Yeah, no doubt. Is this it right here, John? Yeah, check that thing out. GMC Hummer EV pickup truck. That's got a bed to it, huh? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It does do something really cool. It does this crab walk thing.
What? Get out of town.
Watch.
I'm watching.
Begin simulation.
The GMC Hummer EV has 3 available 4-wheel steer options, which you can access with the 4-wheel steer button.
No way.
The default setting automatically activates 4-wheel steer for tighter turns at low speeds.
So the back wheels turn too? Wow.
Off mode for traditional steering.
I'd be afraid of flipping it.
And the revolutionary
you know what I mean?
mode.
Yeah.
To initiate available crab walk, bring your vehicle to a complete stop and center the steering wheel. Press and hold the 4-wheel steer button for 4 seconds. Release the button. And now you're ready to move diagonally.
Get out of town.
Wait, is this all electric or gas?
Yeah, it's all electric.
Oh, fuck that bullshit.
Yeah, that's why I was.
Yeah,
But the crab walk thing's cool.
That is
Crab
cool.
walk thing is cool.
That is cool. That would make parallel parking pretty damn easy, wouldn't it? I mean, damn, that's pretty badass. That really is.
The Atmosfere has it moving around cars that have blocked a roadway.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, Jed is
My uncle
responding to
had
this
one for
guy.
25 years until it
Yep.
just fell apart on him. Yeah.
The Voyeurs and Clementine. Now, the Voyeurs I keep hearing about. I'm gonna have to watch that one eventually. More of a truck muscle car guy. Yeah, I'm a James Bond guy. I want it low to the ground and fast. I like speed. It's the freaking warthog from Halo. But even the military Jeeps were like luxury cars compared to the rust bucket we got to drive in the military. Yeah, absolutely. No doubt. They're all beat up stuff. What's up, Osman? Good to see you. But yeah, I thought that was as if we needed more reasons to like this chick. And then we got this headline here from People Magazine. Sorry about that. Sydney Sweeney shares rare photos with fiance Jonathan Davino during trip to Universal Studios Hollywood. And I've got another headline from this very same post, and then I'll show you the
Beyonce,
post.
say it ain't so.
What is it? Say it again, Knock. I'm sorry.
Say it ain't so. Fiance.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, dude. Yeah. She's been hanging out with this guy for a while. And then Sydney Sweeney's not so PG picture, along with the photo of her fiance, Jonathan Davino, goes viral on the internet for all the wrong reasons. Yeah. I'm going to show you that in the bunch here, too.
Oh, and I have something for you, too.
Okay, just hang on, man. Let me show you this. This is the bunch, and this is what I dig about the chick. She's hanging out with all of her friends, and she's been hanging out with these guys for a while, and that's her buddy right there. Now I need to get her buddy a friggin' Boston Red Sox shirt instead of a New York one. But anyway, this is her at Universal Studios having a good time with her friends. But the not so PG photo that she's talking about, though, is the shirt this girl's wearing. Wait until you see this, guys. This is crazy. This is all of them at the haunted house thing. And of course, they're running around. It's this shirt right here, and they've got a better picture of it here coming up. That's them walking around at Universal having a good time, just like any of us would. That's what I like about the chick. She hangs out with the people she's been hanging out with for years. You know what I mean? I dig that. But I guess that's. Oh yeah, that's one of those things where you shoot the targets and win stuff.
You got a
racing
thing with water.
With the water squirt gun. Yeah, that's it. And then now here's the shirt. Check it out. It's all different penises, right? For Halloween. It's crazy, man. That is nuts. She's crazy. But anyway, that's what we got. Bunch of her and her friends. Dude, that Homer Simpson shirt rocks. That's badass.
Okay, Lil Spec, you have a good night, man.
Is he gone?
Yeah, he's leaving.
All right. Take care, brother. It was good to see you. Good to see you. Yeah, Funhouse mirrors. Yeah, have any of you guys been to Universal? I've never been.
I've been to it before they added all the new stuff.
Just went last October.
Yeah.
Yeah, was it good? Did you like Disney better, or did you like that place better?
Well, I only did a little bit of Disney last year. I only went for the Star Wars thing.
Yeah.
I only went to Universal for the Harry Potter thing. So I was very selective at what I was going for.
Yeah, for sure.
The only Universal I've done is the old Universal Studios tour where they had the Red Sea and Bruce would come up out of the water and
yeah.
The
last time I went to Universal was in 1996, which is the same year I went to Disney World. So that's the last time I went there.
Never been to those big parks. I've only been to Six Flags. That's not the biggest park I've ever been to. Well, I take that back. I went to Opryland twice in high school.
That's cool.
Yeah, Opryland's pretty cool. Let's see. Hang on. Let me get this one here. Vince says, okay, Sid, still get a bonus point for not going to Disney World or Disneyland or Disney World.
Yeah.
She's a down-to-earth kind of gal that doesn't let the fame get to her. That's what I dig about her. It's the attitude, because I'm not into blondes, man. You ask my wife, I've got a type. Petite brunettes are my thing. That's just all there is to it. But this chick just oozes personality and is just enjoying herself and her life, and I dig it. No matter what, she doesn't care what people think of her. That's what I like about it. They don't have Universal in Texas, but there's one being built now. So wait a few years. Yeah, well, we'll see.
Yeah.
Look at the previous 2 posts. Okay, I don't know what he's talking about. To add context. Okay. Oh, yeah, I got you. Okay, Jed, you just got to keep bringing this up. Bring it up again. We've covered this.
I know.
Twice
I just
already.
wanted, in case people haven't seen it.
You're like Mouse. You've got to, satisfy that urge.
You're like 12, Jed. I mean, come on.
No, I'm telling you, man, he's like Mouse.
Pay no attention to these hypocrites, Neo. To deny our own impulses is to deny the very thing that makes us human.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I saw another article this week about that movie, and it said that she felt like, and rightfully she should have. Everybody in the film has been in Hollywood longer than her, and she felt like she was extremely humbled, I guess is the entire message I'm trying to convey. She thought she was outclassed by all these people. She didn't really know if she was doing a good enough job during it. You know what I mean? Which is another thing that makes me like her. She's humble. She doesn't think she's the best thing in the world. You know what I'm saying? She
I feel like in that instance, Jude Law had to be pretty good.
Right, Jude Law, Ana de Armas. These people have been in Hollywood for a little bit. They've been around, and you would imagine that it would be intimidating being in scenes with those people. You grew up watching them, right? You know what I mean? So yeah.
Soul Assassin, Jed would never be able to finish the movie. He ends too quick.
And I wouldn't watch Captain Marvel because it's a piece of shit.
Oh my god!
You completely missed that.
Yeah, I know. I saw it. I just
Right. Okay. So
I look
tonight,
at Brie Larson in a white tank top anytime now.
Dude, yeah.
Oh, he gonna turn
you
into
say what you want about
Matt
Brie
on us.
Larson, man. I dig the chick. I think she's cool, but she's just socially awkward. You know
Do
what
you
I'm saying?
also
She
like
doesn't.
her feet?
No, I'm not a big fan of her feet. No, I'm not. No.
Do you remember we used to talk about that shit on the cocktail lounge?
I hate those pictures they put up of her with her feet showing.
Oh,
damn!
God.
She's got huge fucking feet, dude. It's crazy. But I like her. I think she's a good actress. But she was stepping. She doesn't need to do superhero movies though.
No.
You know what I'm saying? She's stepping into a world she doesn't understand, and yeah, you've got to kind of know your audience, and she definitely didn't when she got in there. Now, to her credit, she wasn't the problem with the Marvels, though. She wasn't the problem with that movie at all. Problem with the Marvels was them making a joke of Nick Fury and everything else that went wrong with that thing. I swear, what's my guy's name? Penguin Zero, Charlie, Moist Critical. You guys know who I'm talking about? He's always saying half these movies he's seeing these days, he's convinced they're written by AI. And the Marvels look like that to me.
Oh, you did.
You know what I mean? It looked like they just...
The only bright spot of the Marvels was Ms. Marvel.
Yeah, Ms. Marvel. And she's, she's somebody you root for. You know what I mean? She's a kid that understands she's outgunned and she's trying to do the right thing, and if you've watched all of those Marvel shows, which up until this one, I have watched all of them, and Ms. Marvel was the best one they put out. If you ask me, if you watch it from beginning to end, it's a decent origin story. You know what I mean? It's really good. I enjoyed it. Let's see. Ana de Armas, bro. Yeah, she's awesome, man. Let's see. Bring back trampolines. Jed will understand. Yes, absolutely. I understand that too. We're not retarded. Let's see.
Jimmy Kimmel doesn't want you to remember that, though.
No, of course
no,
not.
he doesn't. He doesn't want you to remember he was on the show. That was pure male toxicity.
Right. when he starts trying to get on his high horse, I'm like, dude, you're the
Dude, you
lowest
were
of the
on
low.
the
Don't
man
even
show,
wanna
you
talk.
stupid idiot.
And if you don't follow his ex-partner, you need to, man. That
Yeah.
guy
Oh,
is
yeah,
really
he's great. Adam
Like,
Carolla.
he is fantastic. Adam Carolla is awesome.
Adam went the other way, and Jimmy
yeah.
went the other way.
Yeah, he did.
So,
He sold out.
yeah,
Jimmy sold out.
sold
Big
out,
time.
and Adam stayed himself.
Vince says, good actress. I didn't even remember that she was in Kong and she was the female lead. Oh, yeah. Yeah, for sure. Okay, so tonight I want to talk about, we're halfway through the show, so we're going to talk about the main subject tonight. And I've noticed, we've got some new stuff dropping on these streaming services. Knock has been trying to get me to watch the current season of The Boys for a while now, and I just can't bring myself to do it.
Yeah, we never got to talk about it.
Yeah, I know, but this is what I want to talk about tonight: what we're watching and why we're watching it. And for instance, I'm gonna you guys know that I told you guys I was not going to make you watch Lord of the Rings. We're not going to do that show because God. I don't even remember anything from the first season of it, except for the fact that the Harfeet were,
men are bad,
strange little hobbits, and they had a Gandalf with no name, and it was just really strange to me. I've always been a big fan of Lord of the Rings. I'm no lore expert. I've read the 3 books, the trilogy. That's it. I've never read the Silmarillion or anything like that. I'm not like Gary from Nerd.
If you want to read a Silmarillion, you got to actually sit down and.
I don't want to do that. Yeah. Not at my age. I don't want to do that. Yeah. But I'm too busy to do that. That's a big book.
It is.
But
that's the reason why.
We've got a new one in Agatha All Along, and I'm wondering why they made this show. What it's definitely not made for me, and I can tell that by the headlines I'm seeing about the show. Over here on CBR, it says the gayest show on Marvel. Agatha All Along's queer elements teased by cast, and Variety's even got this thing with videos attached. It says Agatha All Along stars Catherine Hahn, Aubrey Plaza, and Joe Locke in on how queer it is. It will be a gay explosion by the end of it. This isn't made for me. So why would I even want to watch it?
I mean, look, that could mean a happy explosion by the end of it.
No, not if you see these videos. No. Let me drop this out and set it up so you can see, man. It's pretty bad. It really is. I can't believe they actually did this with the ad.
Did you see the voice the guy had when he was interviewing?
Oh my God! It's wow. Flame on, as they say. Flame on.
Well, I figure if you're gonna have a title like that, you got to have a flamer. So I mean,
right?
It seems like at least they're sticking to their.
This is the Variety guy interviewing him. Check this shit out, guys.
He goes, "Hey guys,
crazy. This is crazy."
Oh, gosh.
We can finally talk about acting.
There you. Yes, finally.
Finally, tell me everything.
Well,
singing with Patti LuPone. What is going through your mind?
What's going through my mind is, Catherine, why are you so loud? Why are you so off tune? What's wrong with you? Is Patti LuPone hearing me sing? This is embarrassing. Why am I gotten myself into this? All I can sing is karaoke, which I sing very well.
What's your favorite karaoke?
Oh, any Pat Benatar.
Give it to me.
No way. No. She's not going to do it on camera. No way.
Save it for Patty, you do it. Save it for a paycheck.
I'll save it for LuPone or a dark karaoke room.
Okay, let's talk about the chemistry between you and Aubrey Plaza. I'm talking. There was like a Law and Order meets Bound meets Basic Instinct in that first.
Okay. Well, okay. I mean, you just kind of said what you felt about it, and I mean, I understand it. They have a very long and complicated relationship, clearly.
It's been described as the gayest Marvel project ever.
Gayest?
I mean, I think it's pretty well. What is the most exciting about it is that that's not exactly what it's about. It's so normalized.
I'm going to listen to the chat. Soul Assassin says, "Make it stop."
Yeah, and do you see
Yeah.
where she? Do you see where she tried to backtrack right
I
there?
could explain. I could explain this with one video.
Okay. Hang on.
Kennedy.
We were just discussing ideas of what to do with the Prince Eric movie. Turn a ticket and make her gay.
That is it right there, boys and girls. That is it. Oh my God, man. Yeah, and he goes on to ask the entire cast that he
Dude, in the cast ones were worse than she is.
Man. It's hideous.
Because she tried to save it. All the other cast members just went on.
Just leaned into it. Aubrey Plaza leaned into it, man.
She was trying
but
to
she
save
acted
it.
like she was trolling him, though. She
Yeah,
acted
yeah.
like she was trolling him.
And then the whole
my
cast,
gosh.
the other cast, they just leaned. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Like,
Vince says he kind of looks like Robin Williams. Yeah, I can see where you'd say that. But yeah, here's my question though: if you're going to run an ad campaign like that, I mean, I went ahead and got this up so I would know what numbers I'm talking about here. I researched the percentage of Americans that identify as LGBTQ. It's 7.6% of American adults. Okay. So when you do an ad campaign like that, you're cutting off 90, help me with the math, guys, 92.4% of the public. That can't be good for your ratings at all. You know what I mean? It's just, it makes no sense to me. I couldn't believe it. I mean, you know, when The Acolyte came out and they were leaning into the gay thing on that, I was like, okay, you know, I could understand that because most of the characters in it were girls, you know, and I was like, okay, you know, but this right here, they questioned everybody on. One of the actresses said, well, witches are queer by nature because,
oh God, yeah.
What did she say? Society shuns them, and they've
Oh,
only
they're
got each other to hang out
outcasts.
with.
They're
outcasts.
outcasts.
And I'm
I
like,
was just
oh my
like,
God.
One doesn't have anything to do with the other.
I know. That's what I know.
I've watched. Look, one of my wife's favorite TV shows. Look, she watches everything that has to do with witchcraft. She doesn't want to watch this show. She has no interest in it at all.
What
and she
does
watches
that say?
everything. I have seen more episodes of Charmed than any man in history, maybe, because she loves that fucking show. And you know what? Not a one of them are gay. They're always pursuing men. One of them even gets married to a male demon. I mean, you know, it's I don't get why that. I never have gotten it, you know.
Yeah.
But this is the trend that's been going on for a long time, and especially with that company right there. We all know Marvel's owned by Disney, so you know they've been leaning into this for a long time, and I don't understand why. You know, they would want to do that. I didn't understand wanting to even make this show to begin with, though. And maybe here's a thought. Maybe they're leaning into the gay thing because they know this sucks and it's not going to do well. Maybe that's what they wanted.
I do have a thought because Culture brought this up, so did DW Pro and a few others. They're saying that they're trying to get rid of this crap so they can put out the decent stuff because you know they already brought you got Homeboy back to play Doom. They brought back the two guys. I think this is a hope, and yes, you've heard me. I hope they're trying to get rid of all the shit that was made years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Put it out. Just if it fails, it fails. They write it off so they can go forward and actually make money because. Wolverine and Deadpool, you have to be blind if you don't notice how much money that made them.
Right. Yeah.
They want that kind of money. They don't.
And we've heard rumors that they've gotten rid of the woke factions in Marvel, you know.
Yeah.
But that's rumors. I mean,
it's rumors. That's all it is.
To be fair, these things are in production for how long? 1 or 2 years before
about
we
3
actually
years.
see the finished product.
So the last
this was 2 years ago they made this, right?
This was in 2020, 2021 when they started all this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Let's see.
That's 3 years.
Okay, they're having a discussion.
They're having a conversation with the cat.
Yeah. Okay.
So this was 3 years. They plan years and years ahead. So all this crap that's going to come out is from 3 to 4 years ago.
Okay, so which makes my theory make more sense now.
Yes, it does.
That they know it's crap, and they're leaning into this to give it an excuse for being crap. Why people aren't going to watch
and
it?
then
Whatever.
put it up on Disney Plus, then hide it like Willow, because the TV show doesn't exist no more. It's gone.
Yeah, they dropped it.
They wrote it off.
Yeah.
And they're going to do the same thing with all this other crap.
Well, I don't know if they'll do it with all of it, but
yeah.
Look, the MCU, and Knock knows this better than anybody. They have a devoted following.
Yeah.
That will just attack you en masse if you say it sucks. Knock, were you even interested in watching this show?
Yes. Yeah. I'm gonna watch it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
absolutely. I am in a weird mood right now where I want to watch all the weird shit on Disney.
Well, good luck, because
it happens every once in a while.
Shit.
Some of the like American Board Chinese was a good show. I like the new Percy Jackson. That was pretty fun watch.
Yeah.
The TV series, this first season of that. I'm in a Disney mood right now, man. I get in these moods every once in a while. I'm ready for Agatha.
Mm-hmm. Well,
I'm going full boring. I might even watch WandaVision again over the weekend.
Yeah. Well, see, WandaVision myself, I thought the first few episodes of that were good when they were doing the old TV show kind of things. That was neat stuff, but they're near the end of it. I just didn't like what they did with the Vision. I didn't like that.
Yeah, they did like a quarter of the comic and threw the rest out.
I don't care about the comics. So.
Oh, that's where you get all your lore and history.
Yeah, but Jed,
lore that doesn't matter.
Hold it.
Okay, we're gonna start to saying lore doesn't matter, but
Jed,
you're the biggest Star Wars fanatic ever, and you say lore matters.
Yeah,
Jed,
they killed all of it.
Jed, stop. Let me explain something to you. He doesn't read comic books. Okay? There are fans of this stuff. My nephew's one of them. He thinks the MCU is the greatest thing that's ever been invented. He thinks everything they do is gold. He's one of those staunch defenders of the MCU. And me personally, I'm with you. I understand. I wish they were just like the comic books. And to be fair, the first movies all the way up to Endgame weren't comic accurate.
No, but they were in a way comic accurate though.
No, they weren't.
I said to a point.
They weren't.
They weren't comic accurate, but unlike others,
they had the same names. That's up to a point.
They kept the spirit. That's what
I'm saying. When I agree with John right there.
That's not comic accurate. That's not the same thing.
Because I got to tell you, when they said Iron Man was going to be the first movie in the MCU, I laughed.
So did I. I laughed.
Are you kidding me? This guy's C-list.
I said you're not going to do Captain America or something like that.
And I don't know much about the backstory with Guardians of the Galaxy, but from what I understand, that was not a very big comic.
It was not a big comic book.
No, it wasn't.
I never would have read the comics.
Dude, I
like
James
the
Gunn
movies.
turned that story into something
they made
great.
Big.
This is why I have hope for James Gunn with the Superman movie, because he made Guardians great. Fingers crossed, on like Joe said.
But look, listen. You can't get mad at Knock for not reading comic books. He didn't read comic books. Okay? And you can't nail him for not knowing the lore. He is judging what he's seeing in front of him by what they're putting out.
And you look at,
my wife has never read a comic book in her life. You're going to get mad at her for not knowing the lore?
And Star Wars had lore, but Star Wars had one continuous lore. It didn't have different variations of every fucking hero over the last 60 years. So it was one Legends. There's only one lore when it came to Star Wars, and Disney axed it. But how many different Batmans are there? How many different Iron Mans are there, or variants of it, or
that's something comic books do. They bend it the way they want.
How many reboots have they done
to tell the story that they want to tell? Yes,
so,
they do.
There's no consistency with comics for me. That's why I could never get into it. I want to read a linear story that makes sense, and there's absolutely no way to do that except for in pieces in comics.
Yeah.
In that particular universe, and I don't want to do that at all.
Yeah. But yeah, you can't get mad at him for not knowing the lore when it comes to the MCU. I mean, I enjoyed the first 22 movies because they used the comics as like an outline. They interchanged some pieces, you know. Like a lot of people don't know that it's not Tony Stark that's the guy behind the Avengers. It's Hank Pym. It's to be clear, it's Mike Douglas's Ant-Man. He's the guy behind the Avengers, you know, in the comic books. But, you know, I didn't get mad about it.
Tony did take it over, and he was funding the Avengers.
Yes, but listen to me. What I was worried about the most was the Avengers movie when it came out, because they had never done this before. They had never done anything like this before, and they made great origin stories up to it. But they had made 2 Iron Man movies before they even made the Avengers movie, and I was hoping against hope that they didn't make Tony the leader of the Avengers, and they didn't. I was very happy that they made Captain America the guy that was calling the shots. You know what I mean? And I was so afraid they were gonna make Tony the one that was guy in charge. And
I was like, make it Cap.
I was on pins and needles. Man. I really was. Let's see what they're saying here. We can agree that the new Superman movie, good or bad, will have a dope soundtrack because of James Gunn. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. We know soundtrack's going to be good. Yeah.
But Guardians and Superman are 2 different kinds of stories. But I've got to say, in James Gunn's defense, I don't think he's going to treat it like he did Guardians of the Galaxy. Guardians of the Galaxy, he knocked that out of the park. I don't give a shit what anybody says.
Yeah, he did.
Okay? It's not comic accurate at all, but he made something. My brother, to this day, says that's his favorite part of the MCU is the Guardians of the Galaxy part of it. He loves those movies. He thinks they're the best thing they ever made. And I can understand that argument, man. Mm-hmm. They're fun to watch. They've got humor, but it's not humor to just throw you off like they always do. Every 5 seconds in the Marvels, they've got a joke.
Yeah.
They turned Nick Fury into a joke, right?
Yeah, they did.
In Guardians of the Galaxy, the humor means something. You laugh at it because of the characters, you know? It's really, really good. Let's see. Preach, Soul. He's saying preach, Soul. Yeah. They should have stuck with Ed Norton as Bruce Banner and Lou as the Hulk. Yeah, I got you, man. Well, here's the thing about Ed Norton. And it's the word about him around Hollywood. He always puts his fingerprints on every production he's in at some point, somehow.
I don't even think Lou could be the Hulk.
And I don't think and it's not a diva situation. This guy really cares about everything he does. You know what I mean? And he wants it to be the best it can be. And sometimes it rubs directors the wrong way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't think Ed Norton's a diva at all. I think he's a very brilliant dude. My wife met him once on a movie that she was working on, and she said that he is one of the nicest guys on the planet, you know. And she said he's freakishly tall, apparently. This guy's really tall. Let's see. At least we can agree that he's not titty wanky. Turn Superman into a joke. No, he won't. That's what I was going to say.
Dude, he loves
James Gunn loves the Superman story. So
that's my one hope.
The thing that worries me about Superman is how many characters they're shoving into this.
Yeah, and that was the thing when we already talked about that. They put somebody in as Guy Gardner that should have been Hal. Mm-hmm. And I'm just like, see, John agrees. And me and John agree with that. And then I was like, no, you screwed up already. Please, no more.
Well, you know, the fact that the Green Lantern's even in it, kind of.
Yeah.
I'm like, make a Superman movie.
I want a Superman movie.
Look, man, the last time they took a bunch of people and put them into a Superman movie, it ended up being Batman versus Superman.
Yeah, I know.
And we know how that went.
Yeah, I know.
It pretty much ran Zack Snyder out of the DC universe.
Yeah,
that movie right there.
You know what my hope is for Batman. You know what that is. Please, dear God, not another origin flick.
Exactly. We don't need to see
Swear
that
to God.
We don't need that again.
I like the Robert Pattinson and went right into it.
That's just like Spider-Man.
Yeah.
We don't need another origin story if you guys redo Spider-Man again.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Well, they're not done with Tom Holland yet. So.
No,
Oh no, he's gonna be
working on-
Spider-Man. And what did you say, John?
He's working on a deal that him and Marvel are working on a deal that's going to let him be in more Marvel projects and remain Spider-Man for at least the next 8 to 10 years.
Yeah, dude, he's not going to be leaving anytime
Well,
soon.
I got a feeling that Tom Holland, even in his 40s, is going to look like he's 12. So, he could play Spider-Man forever. Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah.
Okay,
Well, Maguire
don't
still
hit
looks
me.
fun.
I didn't mind Man of Steel. I love
I
Man of
didn't
Steel,
either.
bro. I dig it.
Yeah, I'm not
Why
gonna
would I
get
hit
out of
you?
saying, bro.
I dig it. I didn't like the fact that he killed Zod at the end of it,
Yeah, I didn't like that.
but I did dig the movie.
And
I thought
he
it was
let
awesome.
Jonathan die. He would never let his dad die.
Yeah, that
That
was
was
kind of
stupid.
that was kind of dumb the way his
Yeah.
dad.
He's
was.
fast enough, he could have saved him and gotten back, and nobody would have noticed.
Yep.
Nobody would have even fucking noticed.
Nobody
Yeah, that was
would have
kinda
seen
dumb.
it. That was
But
the stupidest
the
part of
whole-
the movie.
Man, the fist fight in fucking Smallville was badass. Look, I know me and Knock have been in the military before, and I'm telling you right now, the A-10 Warthog is one of the coolest fucking planes that ever got fucking built. And dude, it is. I love that scene just because that plane's in it. It's awesome. I love the whole dynamic of the two fathers. One of them telling him to hide to protect himself, and both of them obviously love him. And the other guy says, "Look, man, you could save this whole planet, and take care of things." So I dug Man of Steel too. I'm not going to hit you.
Yeah.
We don't do you for what you like on this channel, man. We don't do that.
Well, to go on a slight tangent about the A-10 Warthog.
Yeah.
Unlike most planes where like, oh, we have a plane, let's put a gun on it. They were like, okay, we have this gun. What do we do with it? Let's build a plane around it.
Let's build a plane around it. That's what is. And let me tell you something. That is the infantry's best friend. That is the tank killer. It takes out, dude. That plane is not. It's the slowest jet probably ever produced, and it's a flying tank. So yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah.
That and the IHOP crap. Yeah. Wait. Who's this? Who is this? Who's attacking John?
Autumn. This is Autumn.
Hey,
Say hi,
Autumn. What's going on?
Say hi, Autumn.
You gonna take him out, Autumn? You gonna take him out?
He's asking if he can
Hi.
take me out.
You gonna take him out? John's dealing with some stuff there at the house. Vince says that and the IHOP crap I can do without, but most of the rest of it is good. Yeah, I enjoyed it. But yeah, I mean, that's what happened the last time they shoved a bunch of characters into one of those movies. And I've told you guys before, there's parts of that movie I liked, but it is too much in one movie. And that's what I'm worried about for the Superman movie.
Yeah, that's my concern. They're going to shoehorn too much into there.
But the whole point where this thing started, you can't get mad at people for not reading the comic books, man. You just can't. This is a different animal. It's a different animal. And, yes, I'd like it to be more comic book accurate, especially She-Hulk. I mean, all they had to do is tweak a couple of things, like not make her a man-hater. That's the thing that was so confusing about that show. She's mad at men 24/7, but she wants to bang them.
Yeah, I said this. I was like, you hate guys, but you want to go and pound them.
Right, and that didn't make any sense. It made no sense at all.
I think the thing that made me. Now, I watched that show the whole way through.
And you drank.
I was drinking.
Yeah.
To be fair, I was drinking.
I would have to drink too, bro.
But I did enjoy it while I was drinking. Yeah. But I thought it was so stupid that people always keep pointing out the twerk part at the end of it. It was a post-credit scene. It wasn't like in
it was supposed to be a joke.
It was literally like them making fun of the animation, right? Like, and they had Megan Thee Stallion. So like
feminist logic. That's it.
That was so blown out of proportion. I thought it was fucking stupid. It was like this scene didn't mean anything.
Right. It didn't. They were just trying to find a visual they could use for what they really wanted to say, which is exactly what Vince just said. Feminist logic. Yes, exactly. But anyway, okay. So what are we watching and why are we watching it? I got a few articles here. I'm gonna show you first. The first one I have is about what's been renewed and what's been canceled. And these are just some of the more popular shows. Or
Thank
newer
God,
shows.
Time Bandits
Okay,
got
cancellations. Time Bandits on Apple got canceled.
Good.
Couple and Thruple on Peacock. Beacon 23.
I'm kind of sad about that one.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, tell us what's up. Tell us what's up.
Well, it's just it wasn't, like it was. I guess it wasn't getting the numbers that it should have. But
it's a sci-fi show. What's it about?
Yeah,
though?
it's.
And I love Lena Headey, by the way. Yeah.
It's basically about effectively what's a space lighthouse.
Okay.
At the edge of the solar system.
I got you. Okay. All right. Sounds cool.
So it's by the same book, the guy that wrote the book that Silo's based on.
Okay. All right. I've heard good stuff about Silo. I got to put that on my list of things to watch. The Winter King on MGM. MGM stuff shows up on Prime, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
that's what I thought.
It's on MGM Plus, which is owned by.
Bosch Legacy on Freevee. We're Here on HBO. These things I haven't heard of. 911 Lone Star on Fox. Now that kind of shocked me. That's the Rob Lowe show.
Yeah.
And they were actually talking about trying to move it to ABC. But it's not going to be on Fox anymore.
It wasn't making after that. They said the first few seasons were good, but after that fifth season, they're trying to get to. It was just
Buying London on Netflix. Now, the ones that have been renewed, Emily in Paris. I've heard a lot about the show. I haven't seen it, but I think that's for the girls, though. Dinner Time Live with David Chang. I don't know what that's about. Untold. Full Swing. Drag Race Mexico. That's something my wife
nobody
would
should
watch.
be shocked by that one.
Yeah, that's RuPaul. Unicorn Academy. I don't know what that is.
It's a kid show.
Is it?
It's on Netflix. Yeah.
Animated kids show. Is that what it is? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And Only Murders in the Building. That's the only one on this list that I actually have an interest in watching, just because one of my favorite comedians is in it, Steve Martin. So
that's not a surprise that they got picked up. That's popular.
Yeah, that's a real popular.
I mean, they freaking marketed that one so damn much.
Yeah, they do. Every time you turn around, you see something on it. That's what kind of made me skittish about watching it, really.
Yeah.
But that's stuff that's been canceled. Now, this next list is the most anticipated ones for this year. Now, I want to go down it and see if you guys have watched any of this stuff. And this goes all the way back to July with the start points, but they got some of them that are after what we're doing tonight. So let me check in the chat before we get started here. Vince says, except for Time Bandits, I haven't heard of any one of those canceled. Yeah.
I'm so excited
why they're
Time
canceled.
Bandits got canceled. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think everybody knew that was going to get canceled because they're basing it on the movie, and it's nothing like the movie. Yeah.
It's nothing to do with the movie.
Yeah, same with the renewals, Vince says. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so these were the anticipated ones. Sunny Season 1. This is a dark comedy with Katie Robbins based on the novel The Dark Manual by Colin O'Sullivan. I don't know. Let's see.
I heard somebody talk about this because they read
Rashid Jones is a woman in Kyoto who is gifted a robot after her husband and son are killed in a plane crash.
That might be interesting.
That
it
sounds
might
interesting.
be,
Yeah. Sausage Party.
No.
Utopia.
Nope.
I didn't even like the movie.
I couldn't even finish the movie. It was so
Yeah, it was really
I
bad.
took one look at it and went, nope.
If I can't get through the movie, you know it's bad.
Yeah, it is bad.
That is bad.
Now I've heard good things about Vikings. I've never seen this show.
I haven't seen. This is Valhalla. This is a spin-off.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I watched the original Vikings, but without the
Yeah.
same. It doesn't have the same. It's not the same story. It's not about
Ragnar.
Ragnar Lothbrok, and his brother, and that are actual historic people. I don't. This one isn't really.
Okay.
Well, I guess it is, but it's got Lee Erickson.
Vince chimes in with what he's watching. He said, but that comes from a guy who is currently watching My Favorite Martian from 1963. Yeah. Hey, that was a good show, man. That's a good show. But yeah, I've never watched it. I heard the original series was good. Now, I
Cobra
believe
Kai.
this is the last season of Cobra Kai, right?
They're going to split it.
And they're doing your favorite thing, right, Knock?
Yeah,
They're
I haven't
showing
even
you half
watched
of
it. I have no plans to watch it until it's finished.
They're splitting into
All
thirds.
Okay, gotcha. Yep.
Yeah.
But,
They're splitting this one into thirds, not halves.
thirds? Really?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
the second half's
Part
gonna
2
come
comes out in November. Part 3 in 2025.
in 2005. Okay, in 25. Okay, I got you. Now you
Love
were
that series,
you were
though.
kind of hyped about this one right here, bud. Did you watch any of this? It hasn't come out
I
yet.
forgot
or
all
did you
about
push
it.
Back?
Yeah,
Rose About to
haven't
Die,
watched
season
it.
1.
I want to watch it. I just haven't had.
Yeah, it came out back in July, and I remember Knock being really hyped for this. And
I wasn't hyped about it. You were hyped about it.
Me.
No, I wasn't hyped about it. No, I wasn't. I was like,
That must have been John, because I wasn't.
Must have been John.
I was interested, but
Yeah, because Anthony Hopkins is Caesar.
Really?
Or whoever the Caesar.
Yeah, I forgot all about it.
Roman
But I'll probably
Emperor,
watch it.
We'll have to check it out to see if it's worth a damn. Then you've
episodes
got
out.
Lady in the Lake. That's on Apple Plus. Of course, I don't. I get Apple Plus every once in a while. I've got it right now. I need to go ahead and watch Monarch because it's gonna. We upgraded our phones recently, so we got it again. So
watch Monarch. Yes,
I've got to watch Monarch and catch up with that
for sure.
For sure. Let's see. Vince says, if the trope is still alive, her husband or son's soul will reincarnate as the robot, and she'll humanize it. Must be talking about the first show.
Yeah.
Okay, after the Sweeney spot, I already waxed off.
Yeah.
Good Lord. Let's see. Time Bandits, which
just skip over that one.
Do you want to know something about
Awkward.
this? Yeah.
No, we don't need to talk about Time Bandits anymore.
No.
Yeah,
it's
I was
dead,
just
it's
gonna
done and over
say
with.
Terry
We don't care.
Gilliam, when they were trying to do this, he was trying to work with them, and he stormed out when they.
Well, that
were
should tell you
doing
everything right there.
Yeah.
That's
He
all you need to know.
stormed out and said, "Nope."
That's all you need to know.
Yeah.
I've heard mixed reviews on this, the Cape Crusader.
No, just no.
I heard it's not
no,
good.
No.
I just
Bruce
never been.
Tim has sold out and sold his soul and joined
he
up
did.
with J.J. Abrams and Matt Reeves. That's
Really?
all you gotta say.
Yeah,
Oh,
Bruce
wow.
Tim is gone. He sold out.
I heard they had a female penguin in it. That sounded weird to me. Another gender bender right here, the Umbrella Academy season 4.
I watched 3 episodes of this, and I can't put myself to, because I watched the other ones. I just can't. It got so bad.
I have still not watched season
I tried watching
3.
the first episode.
I haven't watched
I got to the 3rd episode, and there's only 6 episodes. I can't put myself to go back and watch the other 2. It was that bad.
Jeez. We got Industry season 3 on HBO. I don't know what this is about. Whip Smart and Acid Tongue drama.
I never hear anything
Yeah,
about that.
I'll pass.
But I hear good things about this one, and I have not seen it yet, but I am a
Oh,
huge
that's
fan
good
of this
stuff.
guy right here. You want to talk about a based human being, that's Matthew Vaughn. And Bad Monkey season
Bad
1,
Monkey.
I hear nothing but good things about this show. It's based on the Carl Hassan novel, developed by Scrubs and Ted Lasso's Bill Lawrence. Those are 2 good shows if you like comedy. So, yeah, gonna have to check this out. And that's another one on Apple Plus that I'm gonna have to check out while I've got it. Bel Air season 3. I don't know what this is. I have no.
That's the drama version.
They've taken the fresh bits of Bel Air
So
and turned it
stupid.
into a drama.
It's
What? Why would you do that?
Because
It's really bad.
Hollywood.
Oh
Yeah.
God, what a bad idea. Good Lord.
Stupid.
It's so bad.
Let's see.
100%
Vince says
on Rotten
Jar Jar
Tomatoes.
Abrams is no go for me. The Destroyer of Worlds, together with Kennedy. Yeah, we all know about those 2. Then we got Emily in Paris season 4. I keep hearing good things about the show, but I don't think it's for us. I think this is a chick flick. Only Murders in the Building started in August. That was all over the television, to Knox point, whenever it came on.
It was.
You couldn't turn around without seeing one of these people on a show. Lord of the
We-
Rings, you know what I think of this
skip,
one. We don't even need to
skip,
watch
skip,
this.
skip.
I made like when I'm on like vacation, I have nothing else to watch, I may go back and binge season 1 and 2.
Yeah,
I watched season 1. I took the
got through
bullet.
most
I
of it. I
watched
never finished
season
it,
1. I can't bring myself to watch season.
No.
Yeah, I watched season 1 all the way through, and I was like, "This is not it." No,
I think I made it to like episode 6 or 7, maybe.
Yeah.
I got really
It
far
sucked,
into
man.
it.
It was
I
horrible.
just never, and then I took a break to watch another show that I think came
And you
out.
probably can't remember anything about it, right?
No, I remember a little bit about the mine. I remember about the little hobbit people. I remember the orc camp or whatever that they were digging in the ground. That's all I remember.
Vince says, "I think I saw Emily in Paris on Pornhub." Jeez, man, that's too much.
Or
That's
was
gonna
that
go down.
Emmanuel
Now
in
this,
Paris?
I don't know about this one, but I want to watch it because I'm a
Timothy
fan of the
Olyphant.
franchise.
Ugh.
Did you see it?
No.
Did you?
No.
No, I'm talking to John. Did you
No,
see it?
I haven't seen it yet, but it's on my.
It's
I'm gonna watch
on
it
my
later.
list too. I want to
Timothy
see
Olyphant. I love
Yeah,
that guy.
Timothy Olyphant voices the titular Terminator. Yes, I want to check this out. Definitely. I hope it's good, man. The Terminator franchise needs something good to happen because the last couple have been downers. Genesis.
Stinkers.
I watched 20 minutes of Genesis and turned it off. It was too damn
Genesis
dumb.
is a complete piece of shit.
And then I didn't even watch Dark Fate.
I watched Dark Fate.
I'm so glad I didn't too.
Oh.
But I
I've
hope
only
this
watched the
one's
first
good.
2 movies. That's all I'm ever gonna watch.
There's only 2 movies.
Well, no. Wait a minute. We'll go off on this tangent because I am a Terminator fan. The first 4 movies have decent stuff in it, if you ask me. The first 2, arguably, some of the greatest movie making ever. Especially the first one because they did that on a shoestring budget, and nobody knew who James Cameron was at that time. Arnold was fresh off of Conan, I think, at the time, so people knew who he was. But I mean, the people that were in it, nobody knew who they were. They were stealing shots in neighborhoods, hoping the police didn't friggin' arrest them, and stuff like that. It was craziness, but they made a classic, and then. Terminator 2 is one of the greatest movies ever made, if you ask me. It was the first time we saw, well, actually the second time. The Abyss was the first time we saw the CGI technology used.
Yeah.
And then the Liquid Metal Man was in Terminator 2. But Terminator 3, Rise of the Machines, you can't dispute the hotness of the Terminator in it, okay? You just can't.
Terminatrix.
Yeah,
Terminatrix.
that's it. But wasn't a fan of the guy that played John. The girl was okay, but it had some cool things in it. Some of the things that the Terminatrix did were pretty cool. I thought they were neat.
I gotta admit, Arnie walking through with
the coffin,
with the coffin, he throws it down. It's full of guns. I'm like, okay,
it was a cool scene. And we saw Judgment Day. We saw it happen, and that was pretty cool. And the one with Christian Bale in it, okay. Terminator Salvation. The part with the serial killer, brain part of it, that was kind of wonky. But the rest of it, I always wanted to see more of the war in the future. They teased us with it in the beginning of both the first 2 movies. They showed the hunter killers and everything, and a lot of flashbacks in the first one to that world through the eyes of John's dad. I can't remember the character. Kyle Reese. That's it. Yeah. Kyle Reese, through that character, you saw a lot of it, but I wanted to see a whole movie of that shit. We got that with Salvation, and I dug it. I thought it was fantastic. One of the coolest things I thought was that their base of operations for the entire Resistance was in a submarine, so it could fucking hide. I thought that was cool as fuck. I thought that was great. But yeah, I will defend the first 4 movies as being having at least 3 and 4 had good stuff in them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, when Alex Jones is quoting Christian Bale, it's a cool line. If you hear the sound of my voice, you are the Resistance, right? Yeah, it's fucking cool. It was great. I could go on about Terminator forever. It's one of my favorite movie franchises ever. Let's see. Even Linda and Arnie lambasted Dark Fart.
Yeah, they did.
That's a great name for it. Yeah, but he took the money for being in it, didn't he? I like all the Terminator movies except the new chick ones. Yeah, that's Genesis and Dark Fate. They suck. I like T3. Salvation was meh. I dug Salvation. I thought Salvation was badass, man.
Yeah.
Salvation had its moments. Just needed some tweaks to the story, in my opinion. Yeah.
I like the Sarah Connor Chronicles too.
Yeah, I like the TV show. I was about to mention that. Yeah, I did like the TV show too, and that's when we first met Lena Headey.
Lena Headey.
Yeah, she was Sarah Connor. I thought she did a great job in it. Some good parts, but they didn't answer why. If Skynet could create real cyborgs, why develop clunky machines? Yeah, I know. Probably just for efficiency's sake, they didn't need to make them all out great. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But anyway, let's get back to the list. I've had my defense of the parts 3 and 4 there. Let's see what else we have. September, we've been seeing ads all over the place for this. This does not interest me at all. As a matter of fact, I've seen her lip quivering in a lot of the ads that I see. She looks like she's getting a little too old to be on camera.
Why are they doing this?
Well, because they want a gender bent Matlock, man, for the old people to watch. Yes, that's why they're doing it. And then we got Agatha. Yeah, I'm just not interested in this. I didn't like the character in WandaVision, and I don't.
I did. It was one of my favorite parts.
Yeah, I didn't. Let's see. TSCC was good. Sadly, never saw the last season. Yeah. And Matlock. Yeah, Matlock. Believe it or not. They're gender bending Matlock. But yeah, I mean, I can understand if you want to watch this, if you're a completionist in the MCU, but I can't bring myself to watch that. I'm going to point out a better witch program if here pretty quick here.
I think the title says everything you need to know about this.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. What's the name of it? Nobody Wants This. Yeah. There you go. Nobody Wants This. It's a romantic comedy. Okay. Well, we'll see. Heartstoppers. I don't know what this is. It looks like it's coming of age drama. I don't know about that. Let's see. The Legend of Lara Croft on Netflix. Haley Atwell is voicing her.
Yeah, but they've completely. It's not Lara Croft.
Yeah, they've already screwed her.
Okay. Well, it looks a lot like her.
Yeah, but I mean, she's not Lara.
So
I want a future war film that looks like the flashbacks from the first 2 films. Have Schwarzenegger get some of his bodybuilding friends play Terminators. Yeah, that would be cool, man. Can y'all imagine if AI goes crazy and Jed is the savior of humanity? God help us. Yes, that'd be awesome. Let's see. Kristen Bell was kind of cute for a blonde. Gotcha. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I might check that out. I don't know. Outlander, I hear this is a good show. I've never seen it.
It's not for us.
It's not for us. Okay, got it. And this one I'm looking forward to. I'm very interested to see the second part of season 5 of Yellowstone. And Knock, I think I told you to put that on your list, bro, because this is good stuff right here. It really is. Interested to see what we've been chronicling. What's going to go on with this going forward? That they're thinking about having the daughter's character and Rip continue the story.
Cole Hauser.
So apparently they're probably going to kill Costner off at some point. And he's
Brownstone.
He's right, Brownstone. Where they moved to New York? Is that it, Vic?
Yeah.
Let's see. Soul Assassin says can't top the Angelina Jolie Croft films. I don't think they ever will, man. Those were cool movies. They're filming something about Yellowstone in my city. I think it's one of the spinoffs. Yeah, there is a spinoff that they're doing. I think Michelle Pfeiffer's in it, didn't she? We talked about.
Well, they're doing a season 2 of 1923.
Oh, are they? Okay.
So that might be it right there.
Yeah, the prequels are really good for this too. And I haven't watched them yet. I mean, I really can't say whether they're good or not, but I've heard nothing but good things about them. So, Sam Elliott plays the patriarch in one of them, and I can't remember who does the other one. Harrison Ford, right? Harrison Ford's in the other. Yeah.
God, Big Mouth made it to season 8.
See, Big Mouth
God.
season
How did
8?
Big Mouth make it to season 8?
Hey,
Jeez.
man.
Propped up by the same people that is giving Velma season 2.
Right. That's probably it.
But Nick, look, that show is hilarious.
What's that? Big Mouth?
Yeah, Big Mouth. Yeah, it's
Mm-hmm.
a funny show, and it's got Nick Kroll in it, who's very funny.
Yeah.
He was great in the what is The League? Oh,
Yeah.
The League is one of my favorite shows.
That ended too early too. The league ended too early.
That's the one where they're doing the fantasy football and they're
Fantasy
way
football,
over the
yeah.
top
Mhm.
with
He
it.
told me about it. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
League's awesome.
Yep. All right, and then we've got High Potential. I've seen ads for this.
Oh my god, it looks so stupid.
It does look stupid. She's
Single
running around
mother,
with a baby. Yeah.
a strong woman on the crime scene. Yeah, so stupid.
Strong woman. Yep.
Dude,
I want to see
librarian.
Oh, you skip one.
You
Did I skip one? Oh, okay. The Librarians. Yeah, they don't have a trailer for it. The Librarians, the next chapter. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Rebecca Romaine and
waiting
Noel Wiley
for
going to
this.
be in it
Oh
again.
man, yeah, I loved that show.
Yeah,
Librarians was freaking awesome.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
we're going to
and
get
the
that
movies
one
were
this
good
fall,
too.
at some point.
Yeah.
We'll see what
I
happens.
like the Librarians.
Yeah, I do
Yeah,
too.
Librarians.
Look, if it's got Rebecca Romaine and Noel Wiley in it, it's going to be good. I think it will be. And then we've got the Penguin.
I'm going to give this a shot.
Yeah, I think I'm going to too. I think I'm going to go ahead and give this one a shot as well. Colin Farrell was on pushing it, so it must be dropping pretty quick. He was on.
It starts tomorrow.
Does it? Okay. So I'll definitely watch the first episode of it and see and give you my thoughts on it next week. But I'm just not into stuff about the villains, but I am a Colin Farrell fan. That's the thing. So, and I thought he was cool as the Penguin in the Batman movie. I thought he was one of the highlights of that flick. So, let's see.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to watch that again and give this a go too.
Right? Yeah.
Definitely
I'm not
interested.
saying there is a guy here that clipped Angelina's Laura running away with the giant clock in slow motion. Yeah. Are you going to bring Conan into the fold of the Librarians? That would be cool. Penguin looks interesting. Yeah. I think I'm definitely
Here's
gonna
my
give it a
thing.
try.
Are they going to do him where he looks normal and then?
No. This what it is? This is kind of a prequel to the Batman, I believe.
Okay.
Or either that, or maybe that's the start of
set
this.
1
I'm not
week
sure,
after the
but it
events
has
of Matt Reeves' Batman. It literally
Okay,
says
so
right
it's
there.
after that. And well, I'm sorry, I didn't read this, but from what I understand, it's about his rise in the criminal ranks. So we must have been seeing a Penguin that's low on the totem pole in the Batman. But anyway, that's what's going on with that show.
Penguin. It's
Devil
me,
May
Batman.
Cry on Netflix.
Oh, if they wookify it, I'm gonna be pissed because I love Devil May Cry.
Yeah. Devil May Cry is a popular video game series, and apparently they're going to do
one of my
animated
favorite
series out of it.
songs came out of this series.
Yeah,
too.
really?
I haven't been into Devil May Cry in a long time. I definitely played the first 2, and then I never went back to it.
Not really my game.
Adult themed makes me want to watch it. So I may check it out.
Right. Dude, the games
check
are
it out.
hilarious.
Yeah. Well, I like adult anime for sure. The Joe Schmo Show.
They're
starring
bringing
Matt
it
Dillon.
back.
Oh yeah.
It was one of the original
reality
fake
shows.
reality
is what it
shows.
says,
Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, they had a group of people that were playing for prize money, but all except one person on the show was an actor.
Yeah.
Except for
It
Joe
was
Schmo.
awesome.
And so they did the whole thing, and then they revealed at the end that it's not.
I met.
But they
at
go
a
through the
convention.
whole reality bit.
Yeah,
like,
and
through
then
the whole thing.
they've only had 2 seasons of it, and then it got
Well, it's
canceled.
kind of hard to maintain something like this.
Yeah. I got to meet the guy that was in the first season that they did it with. Dude, he's pretty nice. So.
Let's see. Have you all heard of a YouTube channel called The Bat Feed? He does Batman videos set
No, I
in
haven't.
1920s and 1890s. Wow, that sounds cool, man. No, I'll have to check that out. The Bat Feed, huh? All right. I'm still contemplating if I should watch Gotham and Krypton TV shows.
Krypton, no, but give Gotham a chance.
Give Gotham a chance. Don't watch Krypton.
Gotham season 2 is probably one of my favorite times on television.
I got to tell you, I never watched it because I'm just not into the villain thing. But my dad swears up and down. My father, who doesn't read comic books, never did, thinks that's one of the greatest shows that's ever been on television.
It's a procedural.
It's
a procedural set in Gotham.
You got about the crime. You go season after season. There's new.
But
things.
in season 2, Joe, you remember we wrote that fanfic, right? Forever Ago for our characters.
Right.
And you know how I kind of like made my guy, my writing was mostly the bad shit that the bad guys did.
Right.
That's Gotham season 2.
Wow.
Yeah, it is.
That's cool.
It's just rice of all the kind of bad guys in Gotham. It's great. It's fantastic. It was a great season.
Sounds cool.
Dude, I
may have to put it on my list. Soul Assassin says, I remember when they pissed off the Devil May Cry fandom when they changed Dante's look.
They made him look like a simp, and I was so pissed.
They gave him longer hair. Whatever.
They made him look terrible.
We got a few more on here, but you know what? I'm going to save this list for the next time we're needing some time to kill. What I want to do before we get out of here is I want to find out what you're watching right now. And I'll start with me. I'm not watching Lord of the Rings. I'm not watching Agatha because I'm just not into either one of these. I'm just not interested in them. Hey, Tim, it's good to see you. Good to see you, man. Tim Hayes is here, part of the Dix Division. What's up, man?
What's up, Tim?
Good to see you. Joe the lists. Joe lists. Yeah. Hey, man, we were thinking about. I didn't know we were going to take so long on this one list, but we were thinking about starting the knock list back up this week too.
Yeah, I gotta find my previous list, and I didn't have time to do it this week, so I think it's fine.
But get it geared up. We might need some time killers coming up, but we'll definitely save this for later on. But to finish up what I'm telling you, we're actually revisiting The Walking Dead. We're in season 11 of it already, and I think Knock's doing it as well right now.
It's got season 5.
It's just the new stuff that's out there. I'm just not interested in the stuff that the major streamers are dropping right now. Now, there is one dropping. Of course, we already talked about Yellowstone. That's coming up here, I believe, in October. Is the second part of the 5th season. Looking forward to that. But the other one I'm looking forward to, I think it's already dropped because I think Gary's doing a show on it Saturday. The first couple of episodes of it is The Old Man. If you guys didn't see The Old Man on FX, the first season of it, go watch that thing because the second season is starting, and I can't wait to watch it, man. Jeff Bridges as an old, aging CIA agent, man, and it is badass. Has anybody here besides me seen The Old Man?
No, I haven't seen it either.
No,
I saw the first season.
Did you like it, John?
Yeah, it was good.
I dug it. I thought it was great, man. But that's what I'm watching right now. My wife and I bounce back and forth between we've made a list of stuff that we'll just put on mindless TV. When I'm playing a video game, she goes through Facebook and watches reels all day long, or plays a game on her iPad or something. And we always put on what we call mindless TV. And right now it's going through Walking Dead again. You guys know I rave about The West Wing. We watch that one occasionally. But we've added another one. And if you want to watch a good one about vampires, witches, and demons, A Discovery of Witches that was on AMC. It ran for 3 seasons. Go check that fucking show out right there. It's really good. That's been added to our list of stuff we're going to revisit. That's a really good one. Knock, what are you watching right now besides The Walking Dead?
I'm still going back and watching. I watched The Good Wife, and then I'm watching The Good Fight, which is a spin-off of it. And then I plan to watch the new show that came out called Elsbeth. It's just a little. I'm a huge fan of lawyer shows. It started because of Law and Order.
Okay.
The original Law and Order. I always liked the procedural part of the first part, and then I always liked the the trial in the second half of the.
Hey, did you ever watch Ally McBeal?
No.
Wasn't there a baby that popped up on the show a lot?
Yeah, and did you ever watch the William Shatner Law show?
Oh God, Boston Legal?
Boston Legal?
Fuck yeah, I'll watch that
No,
show.
I
Watch
was
the
wondering
shit
if
out of
Knock
it.
ever watched that.
No,
Oh.
me, it's more of the newer stuff, like Suits. Franklin and Bash was good. That one ended too soon for me. And then so I just find certain lawyer shows that I like.
Dude, you should check out Boston Legal. You
Boston
crack the
Legal's
fuck
awesome.
up. William
Yeah, it's
Shatner is fucking priceless on that show.
Yup.
Is it James Spader that's the other guy
James
on
Spader's in it.
Oh
yeah.
my god, they're so good. My favorite episode of that fucking show is when fucking oh my god, when William Shatner had to do fucking pro bono work. It was fucking great. He kept trying to get kept trying to get thrown out of court by the fucking judge. It was hilarious, man. My god. Denny Crane. It just came to me. The character's name. Dude, yeah. You need to check out some Boston Legal sometime.
Vince Kamen Rider is awesome, dude.
Yeah. Let's see. Awesome One says he's watching Gundam Seed, a Korean dramedy. Huh.
No,
Let's
Gundam
see,
Seed and Korean dramedy.
Let's see. And Korean dramedy. I got you. Okay. Let's see. What are you watching? You sure you want to ask that, especially with Jed present? Well, actually, I'm going to ask Jed next. What are you watching, man? What are you watching?
Oh, so we're watching I'm taking she's never seen Doctor Who. I'm taking her all the way through Doctor Who. Start on Classic Who.
Oh, all of them.
Yep.
Cool.
From the
Even
beginning.
the new ones. Sweet.
Shit. Wow.
We're on the third Doctor, and we only been watching about a month.
That's a lot.
Yeah, I know.
That show's been on forever, bro.
Yeah, and we're already in the third season with third Doctor.
How many seasons are there, Jed?
There's like, if I remember right, in the Classic Who, I think there was like 60. I think we're already on like 10 or something. I'm not sure on that.
You said you were 3.
We're on the third Doctor. Yeah.
Oh, the third Doctor. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is he's my favorite next to Tom Baker.
Oh, okay. Cool.
And then we're watching Black Books. She's never got to see that. I'm showing her a bunch of stuff. Then
Wow.
I want to start
all the
her
stuff
on,
that you want to watch. Okay.
I do want to
Really?
watch. I love this stuff.
Well,
The original
yeah, we know,
63,
Jed. You're missing my point.
There's
What
26
does
seasons
she
of
like to
Classic Who.
26 of the Classic Who.
26 with 7 Doctors.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's the 8th Doctor, which was an American movie on Fox.
Okay.
And then the second series was started in 2005, and there's 13 seasons of that, which ended with...
Capaldi.
No, it ended with What's-Her-Face.
Oh, God almighty. And now Disney's got it. Yeah.
Oh, Disney wants to cancel it now. They want to get rid of
they've
it.
rebooted it, and it went back to season 1 of the 2024 series.
Yeah.
Oh, good Lord. Vince Womack says, nope, the most up-to-date show I'm watching is Kamen Rider Kuga?
Common Rider.
What?
Common Rider.
Okay. I'm sorry I mispronounced it. I
It's
don't know what it is.
so-
Still waiting on MILFs to appear.
Dude, Common Rider 01 is one of the best Common Rider shows.
How many Law and Order shows are there now? I wouldn't be surprised if they'll be doing
Yeah, Vince, you're
Law
true.
and Order Hurt Feelings unit. Yeah. There are a ton of them.
There were a
no
lot.
doubt.
I was full into Law and Order for a while.
Me
there,
too.
For sure.
Yeah,
Special
I'm a fan.
Unit, Criminal Minds was so good with that. What's his face?
Oh,
God.
God.
One of my
I
favorite
call him
actors.
Crane Technique. What's his name, John?
Vincent D'Onofrio.
Vincent D'Onofrio. Yes, I call
Yeah,
him Crane.
he's so
Because if he
good.
cocks his head, you're fucked. He's got you
And
figured
Vin-
out. That's it.
Yeah.
Vince
starts
put
talking
Common
really
Rider
slow,
Dex
you know?
on there too.
Yep, that's it.
Oh my goodness, yeah.
But I never liked Special Victims Unit. I never did.
I
never
did.
did
I
like
actually, I watched the first 8 seasons of that.
I liked the original, and I liked Criminal, because I think after D'Onofrio, didn't Jeff Goldblum take over the genius part of that unit, Criminal Intent? Yeah, Jeff Goldblum was on it.
I didn't watch it as much after that.
I watched some of it. Let's see. I'm watching Svengali on MeTV. Yeah, MeTV is one of those free channels you can get.
I
with
love,
it.
and they have a new MeTV Tunes, which you go watch that. It
That's
has
what
the
he's
best
talking about here,
cartoons
the
on it.
classic Looney Tunes and
Mhm.
everything. All right, John, what are you watching, man? What you up to?
I'm watching this right now.
Oh yeah. College football 25 and Madden 25.
Oh, let me.
I'm playing the NC2, but I have the dead Walking Dead going in the background. So
yeah, there you go.
Yeah, because I'm not only playing our thing. I've got my nephew.
There you go, your nephew.
Nice.
Now, where is he? Have you got him on the Madden game yet?
No, he's. I'm still in college.
Okay, gotcha. Very cool, man. Check out the nephew, Cole Johnson.
That's awesome.
That's
Vince,
awesome.
Kamen Rider Gex. That's the next one after Zero.
But as far as what I'm watching, I spend a lot of my time watching a YouTuber named Gopher.
Okay.
Watching his playthroughs of Fallout London, and he's doing Fallout London and Cyberpunk 2077 Phantom Liberty right now.
Okay.
And he's going to do the new DLC of.
Is Phantom Liberty the one you played through?
Yeah. Okay. But there's tons of stuff I missed that he's doing. I'm like, oh, I didn't know that was it. Oh, I didn't know that was there.
Right. Mm-hmm. Yep. That's cool, man. Let's see. Soul Assassin says, I'm no Who expert. Didn't know about it till a few years ago when Doomcock and Nerdrotic talked about it. Yeah, my stepson David is one of the. He's like Jed. He's a huge Doctor Who fan. He loves it, and he hated it when they started dicking around with it.
It ends with Capaldi. So.
Yes, it ended with Capaldi. Exactly.
True.
It's on the list.
I'm giving him stuff to watch.
Yeah, gotcha. Repeat that, Jed. Repeat. Yeah, what's the name of it? Oh, you already did?
Kamen Rider Gex.
Okay.
That's the one after 01.
Yep.
Isn't that right, John?
I wouldn't even know. I don't watch that one, so.
I don't know.
All right, Joe, I got to cut out.
Kamen Rider.
Yeah, I'm fixing
we're
to
going overboard,
cut.
so I'll catch you guys later.
I know it, brother. You take care, Knock. See ya.
See you later.
Thanks for being here, buddy. You were drowned out by Joe and company. Yeah, sorry about that, buddy. But anyway, and he says, okay, he's got it. All right.
Okay.
Well, listen, we're fixing to shut it down anyway. I didn't think we'd take this long talking about TV shows, but there's so many out there now with all these different friggin' streaming setups, dude. There's a bunch of them, and I just can't keep track of it all. But I know what I don't want to watch. I don't want to watch stuff that's not made for me, and it's obvious that Agatha was not made for me. That's for sure. But anyway, you guys, you know, I'm not going to poo-poo on anything you want to watch. Knock wants to watch it. Knock yourself out. It may be great for all I know, but it just, I wasn't enthused with her in WandaVision. So it's kind of like, you know, I watch most of the Star Wars stuff, but when Kenobi came out, I was like, no, this is dumb. Why are they even making this show? You know, it makes no sense. And I just didn't even watch an episode of it, especially after. Yeah. Well, are you glad you watched it? See, that's what I thought.
But I didn't watch a single episode of The Acolyte, and I feel much better for it.
You should feel much better
either.
Yep.
So
you should feel really good about it.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, boys and girls, that's going to do it for our show this week. Anything you guys want to push besides what I'm going to push?
I have, like I said, I'm going to have surgery done this next Monday. So depending on how that goes, how long afterwards, you're going to start seeing me ramp up a little bit on the Archivist and my channel. And so I'm coming back with some things that I've been wanting to do for a while. I just didn't have the facilities to do them. So there's some fun stuff and something that me and Joe's been talking about when we can get me and him to, you know, do it.
Yep.
You know.
Okay.
Dun, dun, dun,
well,
you
I
know,
wish you luck with your stuff with your dentistry, man. John, what's up?
I'm actually starting the final season of The Walking Dead Telltale Games.
Yep.
This week.
Yeah.
And then when that's done, I do Fallout Tale of Two Wastelands, which I'm starting at Fallout 3, going all the way through Fallout 3 and all the way through, you know, the same character into New Vegas.
Wow, man. That sounds cool.
Yeah, that's going to be awesome.
That's 3 through Vegas? Okay.
Yeah, and I'm gonna try to get over there for that because I love Fallout.
Need to, man. Need to. By the way, Vince is putting all of the links for these guys' channels in the chat. Please go sub to them if you're not subbed already. They're great guys and they do great stuff. And I'm going to let you know what's going on with my channel. It's going to be very short this week because I'm fixing to be out of here.
Yep.
You know, you're watching State of the Atmosphere. We do this every Wednesday at 5:30 p.m. Central Time, but it will not be on next week because I will be in the great state of Maine, about a rock throw from Canada. That's how far north my mother lives. And me and my brother Highlander are going to be doing our show, The Brothers Hack the Matrix, live from Maine this Sunday. We decided we haven't been able to do it.
Oh, you decided to do it. Okay.
For the last couple of weeks, we haven't been able to do the show because we're getting into the NFL. It's the start of it, and we like to watch some games. So we changed the time. It's at 6:30 p.m. Central Time. We're going to start it after your evening games and before the night game starts. We're going to squeeze it in there, and we're going to be live from Maine this Sunday doing that one.
That's going to be awesome, Joe.
The other one I want to mention is Friday at 1 p.m. Central Time. This will be my last show this week before the main show on Sunday. And I'll be doing Sketching the Privateer like I usually do on Friday. And then Friday night, don't forget to check out what John was just talking about. He's finishing up the Telltale series of The Walking Dead. That's on Pop Culture Minefields channel. Right there on the coffee mug. That's where he's going to be at doing it. Okay. So you guys go check out Game Night with John on Friday at 8 p.m. Central Time. Knock will be there too. And Martin. So you guys check that out. MFR Roadhouse is in a holding pattern because my man's getting his mouth done and I'm going to be out of town. So it could be a couple weeks before you see that one again. But its regular time is at 9 p.m. Central Time on Saturdays. And I believe you're going to do YouTube for an hour and then go to Rumble, right?
Yeah.
So that's what we're going to do.
Yeah, that's the thing, because I know some people are asking if we're going to be on YouTube because some people still don't have Rumble accounts.
Right.
It's easy to go make a Rumble account just like you did over here.
Yeah.
We want you guys over there, but I want to help some of the people that did say that they don't have Rumble or they don't have time. We're still going to do it for an hour, but we more than
It's just, look, guys, some of the things we talk about on there and some of the subjects we broach and some of the visuals we show.
Yeah.
Us dirty old men. You can't do on YouTube. So, we tend to do a lot more of that over on Rumble. So, but this is what happens, guys. We'll start the show on YouTube. And then we'll put the link in the chat for you to go to the Rumble. You don't even have to have an account.
Yeah,
I mean, you want to make an account to follow us. That's what we need you to do over there. But if you just want to watch the show, we'll have a link in there. You just pop the link. You're right over there on the Rumble page. Okay, so look forward to that in a couple of weeks. I'm sure it's going to be a couple of weeks before we do it again.
Because if I got to get it's going to.
Absolutely, yeah. You can't talk if your mouth's fucked up.
Yeah,
so
I'm going to mumble.
Now, like I said, 6:30 p.m. Central Time is going to be the time for the Brothers Hack the Matrix going forward, and we're going to do it live from Maine this week, so come check that out. They're still doing Military Monday on Mondays over on Pop Culture Minefield. Please still support the shows. I'm not going to be on. I'm just going on vacation. I will be back on them. Gary and Anima and Martin will be doing a movie. I don't know what it is they're going to do this week, but if you missed our tribute to James Earl Jones and Patriot Games last week, you need to check it out. It was a good show. And that's at 10 a.m. Central Time on Pop Culture Minefields channel. And then it's Only Talk and Roll this week is on That 70s Rock Fans channel at 4 p.m. Central Time. I'm not going to be there, but if you like the Rolling Stones, they're going to do Beggar's Banquet, the album by the Rolling Stones that actually has my favorite song on it is Sympathy for the Devil is on that album, which is one of the best songs they ever did. The two releases they had as far as singles, it was Street Fighting Man and Sympathy for the Devil. So you guys go check that out on That 70s Rock Fans channel. It's Only Talk and Roll. Comes your way at 4 p.m. Central Time on That 70s Rock Fans channel. And then, of course, I won't be here this week for Papa Joe Gamer After Dark, but we'll get back to Brutal Legend when I come back from Maine. And then, of course, this show will be canceled next week as well. So I will be back for the next episode of basically it's going to be me and my brother live from Maine, and then that next Sunday we will be live from our own homes in Dallas and here in Shreveport, Bossier area. So you guys come check out our channels. I want to thank all of you for being here. I want to see. I want to see what's going on in the chat. Yeah, don't forget about my brother's music. You can check out Sharkin' for Pearls, available where all your music's sold. The only reason why I don't play it during this show is because we're all talking, and I don't really want anything to distract.
His
from
brother's music is awesome. Please,
yeah,
go
it
check
is
it
cool.
out.
Go check it out, man. It's really cool. You'll always hear it when I'm doing my sketching show because I'm usually by myself and I play it in the background. But Vince says, great song. He must be talking about Sympathy for the Devil because, yeah, that's a great tune. What was on the soundtrack for The Fallen in Denzel Washington? I always remember it because a cover of it is used on, I think it's a cover that's used at the end of Interview with a Vampire.
Mm-hmm.
When they're driving on the Golden Gate Bridge.
Please allow me to introduce myself.
Exactly. Yeah. I'm pretty sure it's a cover, though. I think it's a cover by another band. I'm not sure it's the Rolling Stones themselves. But anyway, and Vince says, yeah, it's a cover. Yeah, that's what I thought. I've seen that movie a bunch. It's just been a long time since I saw it. It's my favorite vampire movie. I love Louis. He's my favorite vampire of all time. I think he's great. He says, oof. Well, I dig it, man. And, dude, you got to admit, it introduced us to one of the best actors of his generation, and that's Antonio Banderas. He played the
Guns N' Roses.
Guns N' Roses did it? Yeah, there you go. Not sure if it was a cover. Yeah, Guns N' Roses did it. Yeah, John just confirmed it. He looked it up for me. Yep. Sympathy for the Devil, man. Go check them out. They're going to be talking about it on Brian's channel, That 70s Rock Fan, at 4 p.m. Central Time on Monday. Anyway, guys, Vince, thanks for all the hard work. You guys go hit them links, follow and subscribe to everybody's channels and stuff. And I want to thank you for being here. And I will see you Friday for Sketching the Privateer. And the next time you see me after that, I'll be live from Maine. And I'll be on vacation hanging out with my mama. So you guys take it easy. And as usual, I want to thank you for being here. And until we see each other again, I want you guys to keep on keeping on. God bless.
Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go.
That's right. Oh,
Super
no,
titty.
No.
You destroyed the super titties.
I didn't destroy it. I just couldn't click the loop button fast enough. That's all. Titty Tuesday never ends. Don't ever forget it.
I completely forgot to mention that I know the pyro master of the Old Man.
Really?
Nice.
Yeah, Tom Seymour.
Cool. Still doesn't match Titty Tuesday.
No.
See you later. You guys be good. Bye.